I didn't push that shit. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Is it tomorrow? No, we ain't here, man. I'm just trying to. I call myself trying to do some shit, and I don't know if this shit works. I don't know if this shit working, man.
Going around in the media, everybody's praising me. I guess I'm super manager. I was there. I got shot. I was by side, all that extra shit. So I could literally go back to my bed and heal and do what I do. But that's. I'm not speaking for me. I don't care to speak. I don't take pictures. I don't care to be on live. I've been doing this so long, bro. You could.
All right. So we got a question. On the hotline. Never had a load I can do the things that Bobby can do. Shout out to that boy Bag Rich School out.
We go pull up with the bag, we can start at the deal. Buying rentals for the road is a part of my bill. A fool on the interstate, I know how to rap. Familiar with the pipelines, I'm maxing them out. I know people with the lows, they all try to recruit me. Really met a plug daughter, she was trying to seduce me. I ain't thinking with my dick, don't wanna fuck up the business. Whoever see me doing dirt, I gotta fuck up the witness. Got a mission for you, bitch, know you tired of eating hotel. I'ma make this bitch drive a bell to a hotel. Hands to the side, she get jammed, make the whole bill. Put some little niggas on her trail, kiss the hotel. I'ma lock the town with breakdowns and wholesale. Throwing out hoes and niggas catch them like hotel. I'ma send a sack back if you come with no smell. 238s on me, I ain't leaving no still. You looking for big walk, find me with a bag here. With the money, I don't fuck with the cash out. But easy 35, fuck around to the team. Another 20 piece, fuck around to the team. I'm gonna buy great choppers if I give you some beef. White bitch play the strip, found working the feet. If I drive, I need extras, I ain't working for free. I gotta have transportation when you fucking with me. Pounds in the tub, let them hoes take a shower. Oh, for the money, it be coming here out. Jump in the whip with a zip and a chopper. Rather just to smoke something, have to a popper. This'll make you feel good, bitch, I'm a doctor. How you gon' rock, you don't even hold it proper. Got two clubs on me and it turned into a squad. Lame ass nigga better go rob your mama. I ain't had nobody shopping, had to find me a play. I went and learned the game and I was willing to play. I lost a couple times but I was willing to stay. I got off my ass, I had to find me a way. I'm working, you won't see me up the track this week. 20 of them high, the other 5 of them cheap. You ran with some pity, feeling like you finesse me. I got the last layer, you was blocking your blessing. I ain't never bumped into a nigga I ever need. Till I looked into the mirror, seen that nigga was me. At the store with TGs and a honey bun box. Pointed in my left, I got the $100 out. Niggas send the hoes in like I'ma give them a deal. Then you got to pay me more just for bringing her here. Stupid ass nigga, now I'm busting her up. Ain't shit little about me, nigga. I'm big bro. 12 got the molly, but they said it was speed. Every time I see them lights, I'ma throw out the weed. Skipping stays through the week, never know where I be. I be seeing niggas, y'all know they play in the league. I ain't got it, bro, got it, I'ma pass the play. Put these hands on a nigga like cash and clay. Pull up trying to play, put the 90 face. You can die, go home, but the cash don't stay.
Alright, let's get to it. Yeah, let's get to it. Alright. So we gotta watch the video. We gotta watch the video. But I want to know where y'all want to watch it at. Y'all want me to play it from here and we just listen to it? Or y'all want to watch it on the Stupid Rappers TV?
You can ask
So it'll sound like this if we listen to it from here.
anybody in Florida who knows me. I'm a 100K ringside. I'm a stand-up guy. I don't do anything for no clout. But at this point, I have to speak because you guys are assassinating Bond's legacy. That's why I'm speaking. I'm not even speaking for the people that you guys are speculating on. I'm speaking on Bond's behalf because he's dead and he can't speak on me. And the way the social media is going about, he will be turning in his grave. Because you guys are completely devastating his whole legacy, bro. This is somebody who stands on his guys. This is somebody who, the first money he got, he went to the block and broke 100,000 when the same people that you guys are speculating about. The same people you guys are trying to drag in the media. This is someone who dedicated.
First of all, let's do that part first. All right, so if you don't know what's going on, okay, River City just walked in. What's going on with it, man? Ain't nothing, you know, I'm goddamn just looking around. But what we're looking at, man, is the person he's talking about is, and if y'all saw the what was it? If y'all saw the first live, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to focus, but I can't because I got this goddamn shit in my eye. I was trying to do some goddamn live for y'all. The shit went totally goddamn wrong. I just gotta be honest, man. God damn, this shit fucking me up, man. I'm trying to have this damn contact in my eye. These shit was supposed to come in. They was supposed to come in for Halloween. They were supposed to come in for Halloween. But I'd be motherfucked if them bitches ain't come late and I had a whole plan, you know what I'm saying? On some shit I was gonna do. This shit fucking me up, dog. I really see how I feel to be like Big Face Parker. If you're a lieutenant or better on the Patreon, you do have the call-in number. We're about to get to that. But yeah, man, I call myself trying to be live. And this shit is not live. Like, I don't feel like myself. And that shit is so crazy. Cause it's like, I can see how like animals are so much more aggressive when animals are so much more aggressive when they're wounded, and I can see why. Like, you don't feel like you can, like, I can't see, like, if I do this, I can't see shit. Like, I can't see nothing. Like, I can see, like, at the, like, the side and the side of that, whatever, but I can't, like, really see. I'm trying to put the other one in, and that shit just won't go. I don't know how the fuck I got the first one in. I don't see how people wear contacts. And then the way they fucking post this shit on the damn site, they made that shit look like you just gonna have a whole white eye. I be goddamn, this shit don't even cover up my whole pupil damn near, like you can still see the black around the shit. I thought it was gonna be like a whole lens to where your whole eye is white. And they said you'll be able to see out the motherfucker. That's a goddamn lie. You can't see a damn thing. I can't see a motherfucking thing. Yeah, I'm real tall. I look like Luke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like them bitch like. See, that's why I don't buy shit off Instagram, man. That's why I don't buy shit off Instagram, because that shit don't never be like they say it is. Man, y'all should have seen that shit on the display. That shit was looking so damn live and cool. Like, I ordered some black ones. I got some ones that had some that World War Z shit in them, that black and red shit. And these are the only ones that came. So I'm in the bathroom. That's why the fuck I'm so late. I've been trying to put this shit in my fucking eye for fucking damn near hours in that bitch. And I just can't stop closing my eye. I salute those of you that, well, if you wear contacts, I fucking salute you. I fucking salute you, because I can't do this shit. This shit here. But I mean, I guess, I'm gonna be honest. Once it's in, you can't feel it. Like, I can't feel it right now, but I can't see out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing is, I don't feel right. Like, I don't feel like me. Like, I can't even focus on what we talking about, because I feel like I'm in danger. Like, on some real shit. Like, I really see how animals be, like, acting now. Like, if you not at your best or whatever like that, like, I can't even fucking focus right now, because I feel like I'm at a loss. Like, I can't really. Let me take this bitch out so I can even explain what the fuck I'm saying. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna take this bitch out. Let's listen to some goddamn. Y'all, let's listen to the intro while we waiting on me to get this shit out my eye.
His whole life to his guys, bro. This is somebody who's not really a family person. Don't even speak to too much people. But his guys is his life. His guys was his bread. Literally, bro. Like, I was with this man every day. I was with his guys every day. So you guys coming on board and y'all dragging everybody that was there. Y'all don't even know what's going on. That shit hurting me. Cause I could care what y'all say about me, but when y'all tarnishing his legacy, because his guys is legacy. He stand on his guys. He stand on O-Block. That's who y'all tarnishing. So I'm not gonna let that happen, bro. I don't care about none of that extra shit that's going on.
Man. Hold on, man. Hold on, dog. How the fuck do I get this bitch out, man? God. Yeah, man, somebody call in and help, man. God damn, stop looking and help. What the hell y'all looking at? Help.
Hey, you
Yeah.
hold your eye open.
Okay.
As long as you can.
I'm holding it.
Touch right on your eyeball. No. Act like you have a lightly pinch it and just pop it off your eye.
Do what now? Oh, like.
Lightly pinch the contact. What? You can touch it. You can actually move it with just your finger and then just throw it out.
Ah, shit! God damn it! I just pinched my eye, man.
Ain't nobody tell you to do all that.
Yeah, you did. You just told me to pinch my eye, man.
No, I didn't. I said lightly. Ain't nobody say attack your damn eye.
Shit.
I'm looking at you. You're doing too much. Take one hand. Open the eye.
Okay.
Take the other hand. Take your dominant hand and open the eye.
Okay.
And then take the other hand and just take it out. I wear contacts every day, Ayo. It's not that hard.
Okay.
All you gotta do is touch it. Touch it.
I'm trying to.
Just touch it and grab it out. Because if you move it slightly, it's going to come off to your eye, and then you should be able to blink, and it'll be, you know what I'm saying? Your eye should be watering up right now.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
There you go.
God.
All right.
Damn.
Get to the
Thank you so much.
start the line. You're welcome.
Damn. Man. Oh, Lord. Yeah, never again, man. I could fuck with it. Now my eye feel funny. Like, I could fuck with it if, I'll throw these bitches away. I could fuck with it if it, you know what I'm saying? I could fuck with it if it wasn't, if I could see out that motherfucker. I can't see out that bitch. But it was supposed to be a whole thing. It was supposed to be a whole thing and shit like that. And that shit ain't go as planned. That did not go as planned. But I hope y'all appreciate the effort I put into that. Okay, now, welcome back. Now we back. Now I can feel myself. Shit. Yeah, that shit is crazy. Like, that is crazy. Like, not being able to see out of one eye, it made me feel like I was in danger. Like, I guess that's how you know that you're always on defense, or like you're always prepared for something to happen when you can't be prepared. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, oh shit, something's wrong here. Something is wrong. This ain't no playtime. So that was crazy. Like, that shit really fucked with my mind. I couldn't even really like do shit. But you know, Katrina always helping out, always helping me get through the hardships. And I wanna clear some shit up. Last live, I said that she was I said she was kind of bad, and I just want to clear that up. She is actually bad, no kinda in it. So let's just get that cleared up, so everybody can get that understood. But so we gotta see what we gotta do, man. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to do just the to where y'all
his legacy?
Y'all want to hear it or y'all want to watch it? Exactly. That's why I said, like, how the fuck, like, I didn't know that motherfucker was that damn, I didn't know it was gonna fuck your vision up that bad. Maybe that's what that is. But before we go into the video part, I want to show a couple of things that I was sent. Now, what we know is that we gotta talk about Asian Doll and her involvement with the bullshit. But I want y'all to see, because the word was, and anybody who sent me that footage of whoever sent me the footage of King Von Homeboys taking his shit. Is this it? This is it. Hold up. What the fuck? Niggas packed their bags and left ASAP. Bags bigger than they was given when y'all came. Y'all pack extra clothes, all type of shit. Y'all ain't come with that many clothes. Stop it. Everybody silent. Fuck the internet. If y'all ain't gone, speak on it on the net. Why ain't nobody spoke to his immediate family? I don't see the footage. Somebody resend me the footage. This is why I tell motherfuckers. Alright, let's see. All right, once again, it's always a nothing ass bitch in the motherfucking window looking down saying what the fuck a nigga supposed to be doing. See, this is the reason why a motherfucker can't tell me to this, to be honest, this is why the fuck I don't like holidays like that, to be honest. I don't like the fake shit. Like, everybody mourns differently, but in these type of situations, you just see all type of fallout. All of a sudden, the whole world can tell you how to respond. If you're not bawling, crying, and just fucked up, if you don't got a gun in your hand shaking, if you don't do what 600 Breezy did, then you just a fuck nigga. 600 Breezy, fuck it, let's show that shit. Let's show that shit. Somebody remind me to do a rap trap episode about what the boy name is? Boom Gang.
All the people who watching our culture and be trying to cause Chicago niggas bitches for all the shit we doing and that. Y'all clearly see folks was putting hands on that nigga, beating the fuck out of him, like beating his ass, bond a skinny nigga. They really put hands on him and see what happened. So I just want everybody to look at this shit and understand Chicago's point of view from the culture. My first time ever getting shot at, it was from me breaking a nigga jaw. Niggas come to my school every day trying to kill me over fist fights. My homie just got took out his glove over a fist fight. Just see where we coming from. Like, see where we coming from. That's it. That's all I'm saying. To say is that this whole generation fucked up. Niggas can't take ass whoopers. Niggas get their ass beat. Niggas come whoop. If nigga folks would have been born from the jump, if that was what it was, folks use hands. So that's all I'm saying. Don't everybody out there, bitches, they can't fight. All they want to do is shoot. Well, you just say that folks want barely 160 pounds. Put the bitches on the nigga and his man's on camera at that.
First of all, Breezy, hold on, that ain't what Breezy did. Breezy got in the car and acted like he was going to NBA YoungBoy hood when the news first broke. That was a fucking publicity fucking stunt. Nigga, you was not finna go the fuck down there. Shout out to DJ also. But shout out to everybody who's donating on the PayPal and the Cash App showing love. Here it is. From what I'm hearing, that boy Quando Rondo is 4'11", 110 pounds. I hope that he was putting hands on Lil Quando Rondo. I hope he was. That boy's little as hell. Secondly, Quando Rondo and them ain't do shit wrong. Because let it be, it was going the other way, your people would have did the same thing. Now, for some reason, I can't really see the fight. For real. Let me see. I'm gonna try to look at that again. Where were we looking at the fight at? Let me go to Instagram. I can't tell who the hell was winning the fucking fight and all that shit like that. We finna get on Asian Doll in just a second, but hold on. That shit so crazy. Dog, y'all gonna have to stop sending me retarded ass shit, dog. I can't even find. And why the fuck is my Wi-Fi off? Dog, I can't find that shit, dog. And this the reason why, dog. This the reason why. If you not a fucking Patreon member, I'm finna start restricting motherfuckers from sending me messages on Instagram, dog. I can't even go in this bitch and find a damn fight on my damn Instagram because everybody's sending me all this other shit. But here it is. We about to listen to my man talk, but it's just so many layers to this shit. First of all, his homeboys taking shit, and this was he finna talk about. They say his homeboys is taking shit out the house. So this how it is. In NBA Youngboy estate right now, there's a whole bunch of niggas around that bitch that don't do shit. They just there for self-made fucking security. When you see this fight, which I can't find the goddamn footage, and I'm mad as fuck, and I'm starting to get mad at motherfuckers who sending me a whole bunch of shit. Because I should have that in my damn inbox. That shit ain't even on YouTube. There it is. Let's see. Here it is. Finally. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So there's a little fight going on. They weren't fighting long at all. Now see, that's what I want. That's what I want to be understood right there and right there. When them bullets go off, look at that there. When them damn shots ring out, ain't nobody thinking about nobody else but themselves. That's why security is something that you have to pay for. You have to pay a nigga, and a lot of times you can pay a motherfucker. You can pay security, and you won't know if they'll step in front of a bullet until the goddamn shit happens. And if they don't step in front of that motherfucker, you won't even have time to fire the motherfuckers. Just find out whenever you find out. Motherfuckers is all for a fist fight, pushing a nigga in the club and shit like that. But when them goddamn equalizers come out, it's something different. So what you saw in that video was at NBA Youngboy house, he got the same thing. A whole bunch of niggas who come to the show and be self-made fucking security and shit like that. But when them goddamn shots ring out, them niggas ain't ready to die. DJ said that. These niggas ain't ready to go to the other side. They not ready to go to the other side. Niggas ain't ready to die. See, in these songs, niggas just be saying shit. They just be in the studio saying shit. Niggas just be high. I told y'all about, you know, being on that Molly and Xanax and Percocet at the same time. And I said, man, I could die right now. It's all good. I feel so good I can die right now. Like, I guess I was saying, like, the worst thing in the world can happen to me and I still be good. But when them shots ring out, niggas sober up. Niggas sober the fuck up. When niggas about to fight, niggas sober the fuck up. Niggas get punched in the face, niggas sober the fuck up. And you're not gonna know how your man is gonna act in a crisis until the crisis happens. And that crisis might cost you your life. So finding out whether this nigga is a stand-up nigga or an imposter will cost you your life. Do you really believe that the niggas that's around you, and it's to any artist that has these house full of niggas, Niggas in that bitch laughing and niggas, like I told y'all, boy, I love you, my nigga. You know, boy, any nigga fuck with you, my nigga. Boy, I swear to God, my nigga. Them niggas, boy, I'm gonna put that fire on their head, bro. There you go. Yeah. Give me one of them perk, boy. Yeah, shit, boy, I love you, my nigga. I swear to God, my nigga. I got there. Boy, anything, boy, ain't nigga in. Boy, I swear to God. You get to the club and niggas start shooting at the fucking stage. That nigga he don't try to push you out the way. Nigga push you in front of the goddamn shooter. Nigga ain't trying to feel that shit, man. The sound of a firearm going off in close proximity, it does something to a civilian. And if you're not at war constantly, meaning I'm talking Vietnam, where, you know what I'm saying, it was motherfuckers handing out mail while niggas was firing and dying, medics pumping niggas' chests and shit like that, motherfuckers sharing cigarettes in a foxhole, laughing, telling jokes while they're in a fucking firefight in the fucking trench. If you haven't been in that type of situation, you're a civilian. So to a civilian, hearing that firearm go off, because in war, you know why the firearm is going off. You know what direction they're coming in and all shit like that. As a civilian, shots go off, you trying to find out what contact. Well, you know what I'm saying? When you say contact, you're supposed to say north, northeast, south. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to say where it came from. Contact. Where, nigga? The fuck? You just heard shots behind you. You don't know who the fuck the intended target is. So now you just moving and scrambling. Your life is on the line. That's what your mind is saying. And it's going to be in that moment that you see the fear in the fucking shooter's eyes. Not the shooter that's shooting at you, but your shooter. The nigga that's always, yeah, I kill any one of these niggas. And you done seen this nigga shoot out the window. And then you start thinking back. The nigga might even have a body. But then you start thinking back. In that moment, when you see the fear in this nigga's eye, you know how, like, in a movie, when you get to the end and you find out who the villain is and they go back up and they show you all this shit before that? It's like, that nigga did shoot at a fucking inanimate object, a house. He shoot at a car, and the nigga he killed, that shit was really on accident. That nigga wasn't even ready for it. He didn't have no chance to do anything back to him. We've only seen him pretty much be a snake. Like, you've never actually got down when nigga was shooting at you and you shot back. You never seen him in that type of crisis. All you know is niggas in the hood talking about, yeah, that nigga let that bitch go, boy. That nigga about that fire, boy. That nigga about that iron play, boy. Ooh, boy. You got that nigga on your team, boy. You got one. That nigga got about 2-3 bodies, my nigga. Shit. That nigga about that shit, boy. He about that life. But you got this nigga with you, and niggas is shooting at you, and this nigga is fucking terrified. He's not upping and going straight to where the fucking niggas is at. This nigga is running like the fucking nothing ass bitches in the club is running. And that's the motherfucker, Chief Keef. Fredo in the cut, that's a scary sight. Like, these niggas ain't regular motherfuckers. Like, when a motherfucker saying that, when a motherfucker put that shooter jacket on you, they're pretty much saying that the worst can happen to you and it's all good. It's a heavier curse than a motherfucker calling you a rapper, because rappers are supposed to get murdered and maimed and fucked over and in prison. Like, this is what's supposed to happen to a shooter. A shooter is supposed to, yeah, this nigga, yeah, you get points off a nigga name, but this nigga finna do 40 years. And when niggas say, my nigga doing 40 years, he gonna be old when he come home. That's, Vaughn said that actually. When niggas say that, they're saying it to make themselves look harder. Nigga ain't saying that to represent you or whatever the fuck. It don't matter how much money a motherfucker put on your books. You will never get to live life. No matter how much money he send you in prison, it'll never amount to living out in the free world broke. And you gonna realize that once again in your second year of doing your 40 years. Damn, I flashed out about nothing. And like I said, I hope we get to the point to where I can break all this shit down about how Quando Rondo homeboy ain't do nothing wrong. Quando Rondo homeboy did what had to be done to save Quando Rondo's career. I just told y'all about Bosco 100 not being able to live down a fight that he had and lost 20 years ago. And that nigga wasn't even a popping fucking rapper. You a popping rapper and gangster popping rapper, and you get beat up, and you talking that gangster shit, and the nigga ain't get murdered? By law, Quando people ain't do shit wrong. By law. This is what every nigga say in every song. Nigga try us, then it's homicide. We gonna let that bitch rip, everybody die. And we bounce to that shit. Yeah, nigga. That's what it's supposed to be. A nigga try you and you lay his whole team down. So once again, I'm asking the question, what in the fuck is the hubbub about? This the life that niggas glorify in every fucking song. What's the sadness about? It's all good when a nigga talking about a nigga in his hood that you don't know. But when it's a fucking celebrity, man, that's some bullshit, man. King Von was a gangster. He did gangster shit, and when he got killed, he was in the midst of doing some gangster shit. Where is the motherfucking? Where's the fallacy here? What's the problem? Where's the error at? Nigga did what the fuck he was supposed to do. Nigga on top your man, you the shooter, lay them niggas the fuck down. And then on top of this, by the street law, the nigga ain't do nothing wrong. But then by the judicial law, if NBA YoungBoy put some of that NBA money on top of this case, nigga beat that shit. Because on the camera, how the fuck it look like a motherfucker was goddamn assaulting a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. He might have to go for that gun, but the murder, nah, my nigga, like, know what I'm saying? Like, it was a fucking fight. I was trying to help. Like, he looked like he was gonna kill my brother. So I did what had to happen to help the situation out. And it's in the South, Georgia. Mm-hmm. So this is what I'm asking. We got a call on the line. Look like or it sound like Katrina Gibbs. Tell us something. What's going on?
Yeah, I was about to get on the point that you were just talking about. That in that interview that his manager did with Academics, he did kind of hand the Quando Rondo's friend a hint. He handed it to him. He said Von was on it. Oh, he just jumped up. He was angry. It happened so quick. It was fast. So you basically just said he was angry, he started it, and he just went after dude for no reason. And in the, stand your ground states and self-defense states, you can protect yourself or others that's harming you.
Wow.
That's what his friend did. And
see, and somebody just said he had no weapon though. Hey, my nigga.
That don't mean nothing.
Look, you need
nothing.
Real talk because in that case, then that means if I break into a woman, 82-year-old woman's house, and her husband comes in, if I'm on top of a beating her, and her husband come and shoot me, then he gonna go to jail because I didn't have no fucking weapon.
Hey, listen, Trayvon Martin ain't have no weapon.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Come on with that dumbass shit, my nigga. What are you talking about, man? We don't do that here, my nigga. I don't know where the fuck you come from. We don't do that. I just love this rapper so much that I'm just gonna say whatever the fuck, man. Yeah, man, stop that bullshit. And it was, yes, it was a home invasion, but that doesn't matter. What I'm telling you is, okay, take it out of the house. I attack a fucking old lady on the street. Do you not get the fucking point?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Literally, what his man was saying, well, his manager said he jumped out the car and was on it, and was basically looking for trouble.
See?
That's what you said, and that's what I was saying.
See?
Like, he's gonna have to repeat this.
See?
He's gonna have to be in the courthouse pointing fingers.
Okay.
He's gonna have to do that.
And here go another, research the law first. And I don't know who you're talking to, so I'm not gonna talk to you on that. So scratch that whole house bullshit, since y'all are retarded and you want to play semantics about the house. And the house is gonna be different. You understand the point I was making. He made the point saying that he had no weapon, though I said that does not matter, because if I jumped on an old lady, so take the house out of it, that's fucking you up. The point was me jumping on an old lady with my bare hands. Let's say it's on the street somewhere. With my bare hands, and her husband shoots me. Oh, he's gonna go to prison because you didn't have a weapon. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, hey, man, that's the lawyers are for, and if you have the right lawyer and you pay them the right amount of money, man, they'll get you out of anything.
Real talk.
What's his name? The King Von, he was, first of all, he was caught up in another case where he was shooting at somebody.
No. And look, and I feel you. That sets a bad precedent. A fist fight will become a death sentence. Here it is. Here's the whole thing. We're in the age now where a fist fight, going into it, you know who you should know who you're fighting, and you should go into it like, I'm not fighting niggas for fun. The only time that you should be fighting is if you don't have your weapon.
Oh.
So
yeah, you know.
No, what I'm saying. I'm saying as a regular citizen, we not out here fighting for fucking fun. Niggas ain't out this bitch fighting for fun. And if you all gonna give a nigga a fair fight, then you know who the fuck he is. This a rapper that claim he a gangster and he kill niggas. This a rapper who claim he gangster and he kill niggas. Gunplay should be assumed from the very fucking beginning. When you come at a nigga, and this is what motherfuckers don't understand, the energy that you come at a nigga with, you're coming at him. So shit went from 0 to 50. If that nigga take that bitch from 50 to 1,000,000, it doesn't matter, because he can never replicate where it started from. Like, it was at 0. You came and started that with that person. You can't tell a person how to react or respond.
I can't. No.
You cannot.
You cannot tell me that I can't shoot you now.
Exactly. You can't tell a person how to. Like, yes, we would love to see, that and this and all that good shit right there. But that's not how this shit is played out here. We can say all that good shit, but we can see that these motherfuckers not listening to that right there. I would be a fool to tell you to go out here, put your dukes up, and then you get laid the fuck down because a nigga can't take an ass whooping. I'm not gonna send you out there on that type of mission. Keep your hands off a motherfucker. That's the first thing. To where, like, if a motherfucker's coming at you, they're coming at you to kill you. That's how you should take it. And see, that's a whole nother thing. King Von was not no person who a nigga would expect for him to have a firearm anyway. You know what I'm saying? Just scared. And that's what we was talking about that last show, about how your personality of being a bully and being a real wolf, a real bear, can get you killed faster than anything, just because you scare people. Vaughn was talking about killing kids, killing, whoever, mothers, aunties, witnesses, anybody in the way, shoot the park up. This is how he spoke. I'm not playing that bullshit ass, no, we're not doing that shit. When FBG Duck died And I gave the same shit to Duck. Duck get the dead bitches. I don't shed no tear for no motherfucker who just made a song disrespecting the dead, and now you on the ground trying to cling on to life. Don't got no sympathy for that shit. Because you're caught and you're perpetuating something that is killing far more people than the people we see, these celebrities we see getting murdered. Niggas ride around the hood all day trying to be FBG Duck. Niggas ride around all day trying to be King Von. I want to have bodies like Von and shit like that.
That's what tripped me out. Like, I mean, I'm not in there like that with the listener, so I can't look at it logically. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a factor that plays into it. But like, when his his producer came out and was saying on Instagram
Chop,
oh
Young
no,
Chop.
why you?
Young Chop?
No, huh?
Oh, you said Young Chop?
It didn't make sense.
Who, Young Chop?
Say that again.
You said the producer Young Chop. Who you talking about?
No, his King Von's producer. I don't know his name. He he a brown skinned dude with dreads as well.
Oh,
It starts with a C. Something.
Okay. What did he say?
He posted Von. He was just saying I can't believe you. Why you? And crying, and he was online
What?
crying, and I was just it just didn't make sense.
What?
This is a part of the lifestyle y'all glorify.
What?
And is a part of. What are y'all?
Like what?
I don't
Like
get
they just like.
He said, why you?
Yeah, no.
Why
See,
you?
see,
Nigga, what?
see, what do you mean? Why you? What about the people in the families that Vaughn made cry? Do you know that the baby, the dude that he murdered, he did. The dude that supposedly got killed in Walmart. Do you know that dude's father is coming forth now saying, you killed my boy for no reason. My boy was there trying to break up a fight and you killed him. And he had the Walmart footage posted up there. And he said more to come. We don't understand, because that's what I'm saying. That gay shit that niggas just said on here. We don't understand that these people that Vaughn was glorified for killing, those bodies that he has, that's the reason why we look at him and oh man, he a real demon for real.
Mm-hmm.
Those people that were murdered have families and are going through pain, the same pain that is now fell upon the house of King Vaughn.
Yeah.
That same confusion and chaos has fell upon many homes. If you listen to what the reports say about King Vaughn. Same thing for 051 Melly. 051 Melly, fuck 051 Melly. Same thing for Melly. If you listen to what the fuck is going on, the thing that they're glorified for, people had to cry for the same fucking reason.
We was when you were talking earlier about death, and if anybody ever watched my channel, I spoke on this before, that I know it just, when I see people talk like that, it just seems like they haven't experienced death close to them.
Exactly.
If a friend died, that's a friend dying.
Yeah.
So when death happens in your family, and this is your brother, this is your sister, I really don't think a lot of people know, because you said people mourn differently. I don't think people understand how much chaos death caused. Yep. I mean, people start doing shit that you wouldn't even think they would do. So when they talking about people running up in the house, taking stuff out of the house or whatever,
Yeah.
that sounds normal to me.
Yep.
When people die, shit happens like that.
Yep.
Motherfuckers start to get greedy. Motherfuckers start to be envious of each other. It's like the family, it's like the inner workings of the family start to turn on each other.
Yeah.
But then when the funeral comes, it's like we have to act like we have some sense, because now we're back out here in public, and we are, you know what I'm saying, you see the person in the casket and you're like, yo, what the fuck? This shit has been a disaster up until this day.
And you know what?
And I don't think a lot of people know that. I think people think, oh, we died, we love, we hug, it's all good because we just love each other. No,
Yeah.
the fuck it ain't.
Yeah.
No, it ain't.
Yeah.
When my brother passed away, and my brother didn't pass away from no street shit. He got hit by a car. Shit was crazy. It was all over the place. And I was not expecting that. And now that I lived it and I see chaos happen when people pass away in other people's family, I know. Like, okay, I understand that.
Okay, and so that's what always happens. And I imagine the higher you are upon the food chain of your family, like if you are the
breadwinner,
if you're the breadwinner if all these people are banking on you, literally banking on you, when you and then so like that shit, like these people are fucking scavengers, they're vultures, like they're gonna pick you to the bones. Like, so that nigga can't wear these damn shoes no more, this nigga can't wear these goddamn jacket no more, like, and niggas don't feel bad about it for the exact reason that you just said. And this is what happens. And like I said, my issue has always been ever since the XXX situation, and before that, but that was the first time I said that it needed to happen, that was supposed to happen. My issue is when it happens to a celebrity, it's a fucking issue. But when it's just, you know, a regular average person like you relate more to the everyday person that gets murdered from a fucking bullet coming through a goddamn a stray bullet coming through the damn window because a nigga was trying to live out King Von verses or FBG Duck verses and shit like that. Then you all connected to goddamn FBG Duck. So that's my whole issue. Man, all this and man, not you. What the hell do you mean, not you? Who was supposed to go? So you wanted Quando Rondo to die, and then that would have made more sense. Come on, my nigga, what kind of retarded shit? That's retarded. But here it is. We gotta watch this interview because I want to know from the person who was there. I want to know what happened. I want y'all, and so call back in when we get done with the shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might not be able to call back in, but Agent on some bullshit.
I got you.
She caused you major confusion.
Who?
All right. Agent Doll.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
She caused major confusion.
Oh my god. I can't wait.
And that's added to the shit the family going through. Like,
the stupid bitch.
She got any sisters, they need to be on top of her head, whooping her ass.
But her sister just like her, and she the breadwinner, so they ain't gonna say shit to her.
You know what I'm saying? His sisters.
Oh yeah. Oh shit yeah. Oh shit yeah. And then but she shut down her she shut down her social media, so that what that is.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, all right.
I got you. All right. I got you. All right. Do y'all want to watch it on the TV or do y'all want to just hear the audio? Hit that button over there, yeah. Far right or far left on the soundbar.
You said far right or far left?
Either one don't matter. If y'all hear it, it'll sound like this.
I just said far left or far right. Like, that's a stressful situation. How you feel?
First of all, bro, I don't think anybody on my roster that I manage is not real deal in the streets. Like, at this point, I don't even manage regular people. Everybody I manage is real deal steppers, real deal people that's been out here. And unfortunately, fame and success don't change your past. So most of these guys, you guys not realizing, Vaughn, we've been doing music for what, a year and a half, 2 years? Melly, what, a year and a half, 2 years?
Okay, I'm seeing everybody say they want to see it, so we're gonna go to the TV. I already got it queued up for y'all. Gotta go. In a minute. Shit, let me see. Huh? Yeah. Uh-huh. You take that back. On the side and then. Yeah, she is clout chasing. She is and that's what nothing ass bitches do. She trying to make herself a part of the situation when in reality they were fucking broken up. So, bitch, stop trying to goddamn get fucking clout. Y'all let me know how the sound is.
Ask anybody in Florida who knows me. I'm a 100K remain solid. I'm a stand-up guy. I don't do anything for no clout. But at this point, I have to speak because you guys are assassinating Von's legacy. That's why I'm speaking. I'm not even speaking for the people that you guys are speculating on. I'm speaking on Von's behalf because he's dead and he can't speak on it. And the way the social media is going about, he will be turning in his grave. Because you guys are completely devastating his whole legacy, bro. This is somebody who stand on his guys. This is somebody who the first money he got, he went to the block and broke 100,000 when the same people that you guys are speculating about, the same people you guys are trying to drag in the media. This is someone who dedicated his whole life to his guys, bro. This is somebody who's not really a family person. Don't really speak to too much people, but his guys is his life. His guys was his bread. Literally, bro. Like I was with this man every day. I was with his guys every day. So you guys coming on board and y'all dragging everybody that was there. Y'all don't even know what's going on. That shit hurting me. Cause I could care what y'all say about me, but when y'all tarnishing his legacy, cause his guys is legacy. He stand on his guys. He stand on O-Block. That's who y'all tarnishing. So I'm not gonna let that happen, bro. I don't care about none of that extra shit y'all got going on. But when it comes to Von and his legacy and what he would stand for, that's what I'm here for, bro. Y'all keep all that clout shit. I don't care about none of that shit, bro.
And here it is. So, first off, it's extremely hypocritical. But let's just hear what he got to say. All right, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? That's exactly what he said. He said, I only do business with niggas who are really gangsters. Real gangsters. And you lose either way, really. Like, when you try to do business with, like you don't want to do business with just rap niggas because rap niggas be fake. Fucking around with street niggas, they don't understand business. So, you'll put yourself in a very bad situation like that. But niggas gotta learn on their own. But we finna go into this. Let's get out the way with the shout out to that boy Ram Bill King, always. That's big homie. That's GK. That's the moderator. Y'all know who the fuck that is. Always showing love. That's my big homie right there. Now, look at my dog Mello Jones. Mello Jones said, Asian dog said she likes shooters, right? Why is she upset that her shooter got shot? Very good fucking point. If y'all got something to say, go to the PayPal and Cash App and attach your note to it. Let go.
All right, and we're going to get all into it. I just want to say, because I should have started this off, because, yo, I remember the day you called me from the hospital. You're obviously home now. How are you feeling?
Man,
it got to be
that dumb ass shit, man. We're trying to hear what the fuck happened, dog.
And now, like, you gotta imagine how us feel too. Like, not only that, I lost one of my artists to a charge and to a case, and he's coming home, God willing. But now I just lost another artist to gun violence, and he's dead. And these are both artists that I'm close to. Like, I don't really talk to people like, these are not.
That is so fucking ironic. How fucking ironic is that for him to say after he said that? The nigga said, I lost my artist to charges and gun violence. But then he also said, I only fuck with real steppers. I only fuck with real steppers. But I lost my artists to crime. Man, come on with it, man.
Just rappers, like these are brothers. These people that I literally care for. These people that I literally want to see win. I want to see the best for them. And both of them right now on this, one is dead and one in the situation. You know what I'm saying? This shit, it ain't cool. At this point, I really wanted to quit doing this shit. I'm like, what? I'm starting to think like, no, is there even a reason to keep doing this, to keep bringing people up, to keep bringing these young men up for them to lose their life to a jail cell or death? That's not what I'm in it for,
Then how are you only fucking with real steppers? My nigga, that don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, dog.
All right. So let me just introduce and just, you can say whatever you can or as much as you can. Because I know some people, again, I know even with them listening to this, they're saying, man, how about you tell us why if you were the manager with him every day, why couldn't you have prevented this from happening? And also, what happened? Obviously.
All right, so what happened that night, unlike what everybody think, it was all spontaneous events. It's sad to say, but Vaughn at that time wasn't at the right place. I wasn't at the right state in his mind. You guys can take it from there, but he wasn't in the right state of his mind. So when he had his album release party, once we left the album release party, from there it was complete confusion. Vaughn travels with 3 to 4 armed security, because he's a
security.
Of course he has security. He can't carry a weapon. Oh, he gotta have security. He travel with 3. This is a superstar. You think we're not gonna make him travel with security? He traveled with
That's
3.
one of the big questions is like, wait, was he just moving with street guys? Why didn't he have security?
I had 3. I traveled with 1 security that moves with Vaughn, and he traveled with 2 more securities. You know what I'm saying? Vaughn traveled in a bulletproof truck. So all this extra speculation is about security and not doing their job. And not only that, his guys are security, man. He travels with 10 to 15 guys daily. And they protect and love Vaughn more than any security would. Matter of fact, I would put Vaughn's life in his guys' hands before I put on security. That's how close they is. Those guys will lay it, they like.
Oh,
matter of fact, I wouldn't even say what lay they did. 2 died of the situation. And those 2 is not the only ones like that. All his guys is like that.
If all of them like that, then you're not explaining how the fuck them shots made everybody get the fuck away from that nigga as if he had the goddamn plague. What the fuck are you talking about? The nigga damn near died alone. The nigga had to fend for his chain. If you believe, the story that's going around, the nigga died holding his chain from Quando Rondo taking that bitch off his dead neck. Then the nigga finally come back around and hit the nigga. What are you talking about? What guys in the fuck you talking about? Come on, my nigga, like that. What the fuck?
But you guys don't know what happened, bro. So I'm gonna go on a quick.
We seen what happened. We seen what happened. Shots fired, niggas ran. Shots fired, niggas ran back to the house and robbed them. This is what people do when people die. They go to the house and they just pick that bitch apart. And it's crazy because if you don't pick that bitch apart, then the next person gonna pick that bitch apart. So you better get what you can. Like, so I guess you going there thinking, shit, that motherfucker fuck with me. He'll want me to have this. And then somebody else come in like, man, y'all nigga fucked up. Y'all came and took all this man shit. And they only saying that because they wanted the shit. That bullshit you talking.
Description of what happened that night, so y'all could really know what happened. We left Open, which was his album release one. We're like, I think we're about 8-10 cars deep, 20-25 on Honorars. Everybody mind leaving the club is that we're going to the hotel and Airbnb because that's the normal routine. The club he went to, the after hours wasn't getting paid for. I didn't have no acknowledgement of. His team didn't have no acknowledgement of. That was a complete Vaughn decision, and he had the right to make those decisions.
Hold on. So y'all left Opium and went to a different club,
which we didn't even know we was going to act.
Okay, so the club that's in that security footage that's not Opium.
That's not Opium.
Oh, okay.
That's an after hour spot that we didn't even have no acknowledgement that we was going to. Okay. So really, everybody jumped in the car. I drove to the club with Vaughn in a Hellcat. So going out the club, he jumped into the bulletproof truck, and it was him and maybe two or three more individuals in the drive. So everybody else that was with us driving to the Airbnb or to the hotel. And Vaughn literally went to the venue by himself. We got a call later from people in the car like, hey bro, we here by, matter of fact, I think from his DJ was like, hey bro, we here by ourselves. Like, where you guys at? And everybody rerouted to that venue. So already confusions were already started. Because normally if we got an after party or we got anything
That's a very important point right there. Very important. What you have to listen to when you're listening to these type of situations. And another thing is, I went ahead and downloaded this video because I got a feeling that this nigga here is gonna tell Act to take it down because when the legal proceedings start, he might not. I don't know, but I got a feeling. So you gotta listen to what he said. Off the gate, he said Vaughn was not in his right state of mind. I can't give enough credit to DJ for putting me up on certain things and AO Nation for letting me know a lot of things behind the scenes. Vaughn's mother said, I know he in a better place. Now they can't feed my baby them pills no more. I know he in a better place. Now they can't feed my baby them pills anymore. I told y'all that the only way that you gonna do what you gotta do in this music shit is if you got something to make you go to sleep and you got something to wake you up, because the hours are so fucking unpredictable. And club life is so demonic and so dangerous that you have to be on something to go in that bitch willingly. I want you to tell me how many sober motherfuckers you see when you go to the club. And that's because going into this motherfucker, especially these little gang hangouts when it's just really gangster, these places where you can go ahead and do coke on the pool table. Like when motherfuckers is booting up in this bitch publicly, just in the open. You gotta be a certain breed to even go in this motherfucker. 3 6 made a song back in the day, and the intro of it was, shout out to that nigga Zell. The intro of that motherfucker was, all y'all non-smoking, non-popping, non-snorting that motherfuckers, get y'all lame ass out the club. That was sipping on some scissor. Like, in the club, you gotta be like on some shit. Like it go hand in hand. It go hand in hand. It's just what it is. So when this is your life, when your life is club, this isn't healthy in any way. This isn't healthy spiritually. This isn't healthy mentally, and it is not healthy physically. And we know that our physical goes into our mental, which goes into our spiritual. It's all one thing. So you eating this bullshit daily, doing drugs daily, and like I told y'all, me having a PO background is so important in this situation because now we have first-hand knowledge that you can't pop these pills and play. You're not gonna pop these pills and play. You can start with the pill shit playing, but in the middle of that shit, it's gonna become a real deal. I need it. I was watching an artist this before the show. I was watching his Instagram, and he was going live, and he was talking about he just bought a half last night for $200, and now he got to get on a flight. So he had rolled up this big ass fucking blunt. If you are lieutenant or better on the Patreon, you do have the call-in number. I just forgot the phone. He rolled this big ass blunt up because he like, this shit ain't gonna go to waste. Because obviously he cannot take it on the plane with him. He couldn't take it on the plane with him. So what happens every time you gotta go city to city or state to state with a pill habit? You can get a bottle. And this with a pill shit is crazy. You can get a bottle, and that bottle can say your name on it and everything, like anything you want on that bitch. And it can maybe be current, and then you just keep refilling that bitch with new pills and shit like that. But the thing is, you're not going to be able to get that same pill, that same color pill, that same milligram pill. You know what I'm saying? To your body, it's all the same because it's an opiate and it will take those hanks off of you and take that withdrawal off of you. But in that bottle, by law, no, this ain't what you got from this pharmacy. If they want to be assholes about it, they can call the doctor that you got it from, and then they can call the pharmacy that you got it from and see what type of tins were these that you gave them, the 10 milligram lower tabs. Was it the Watsons? Were they the Narcos? What color were they? Was it the oval ones? Like, there's so many things. Oh, well, these aren't the ones that they gave you because the ones that they gave you, they don't make the blue ones or the pink ones no more. At least we can't get them down here. I don't know anybody who can do that, but you can have the generic ones, or you can have the ones that say Watson on them, or you got the one that say M358. I think that I ain't did that shit so long I forgot the goddamn. But back then I knew that shit by law. But if you have the wrong ones, that's a charge right there. And at every airport you go to, they have an option of being dicks. They can do that. So then you have to make a decision on whether it's worth it. You know, what type of scans do they do? Do they do the human scans to where they can scan you, like to see everything that's in your body? Because a nigga might say, well, I'm just gonna goddamn boof these hoes. And trust me, once you get deep enough in that pill shit, if that's the only way that you can do it, you gonna put that bag of pills in your ass. There's not gonna be no question about it. If it's a question of I can either, you know what I'm saying, not have them hoes, or I can just put them hoes in my ass, and then at least I had these bitches, so I ain't gotta go to the next city going through withdrawals in front of everybody. You might have a photo shoot, you got an interview, you got a show, and it's too much pressure. I can't be around these people sober, not even sober, going through withdrawals. I can't be around these people like that. It's gonna ruin me. These people gonna laugh at me. Because when you going through withdrawals, like all that beef shit and all that shit, it's out the window. You gonna be scared than a motherfucker. And that's when a nigga gonna catch you, when you just not on that shit. And this is another way that you can get fucked over. So that you don't boof them hoes. You go to the next city and you just scavenge trying to find some because you got an interview at 5:30 and this goddamn 4 o'clock and you still ain't had, you starting to goddamn, you starting to feel that shit in your stomach. And then you finally find some, whatever like that, and you go over there and it's, you thought it was a tab and it's something else. This nigga tell you this is yeah, this is the new tab. Like, yeah, this it's better. And you want to believe the motherfucker because you want the goddamn tab. So you get the motherfucker, you take that bitch, and now all of a sudden you start hallucinating. But you don't start hallucinating until a goddamn interview start or some shit like that. These are all the things that are possible once you get caught in that addiction. Once that opioid addiction starts, you're not in control anymore. And what this dude just said was, Vaughn decided to go to this club. Here's another thing. When you don't got no pills and shit like that, when you don't got the pills, the best place to go at nighttime is to the clubs. Everybody in this bitch fucked up. You can bump into a nigga that knows something on something. Nigga probably got a couple of them in his pocket and shit like that. You can probably buy it off a nigga or something like that. So that starts driving you. Not to say that's the case in this situation, but that type of shit will start driving you. Not to mention the fact that shit, you can have them hoes, and now you own them bitches, and you just too fucking turnt. Like, fuck this shit. I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? Just do whatever. Because you feel like me or some shit like that. Like, fucking nigga, I'm not to die right now. It's all good. Just retarded. And that's the person, as you just heard for your own ears, that's the person that has control of all these niggas that he just named. 15 niggas, 2 armed security guards, and you know, whatever else in the club. A drug addict is in control of all these people. And we wonder why the rap trap is set. It wasn't hard for me to come up with the rap trap concept. It seems so simple. With these type of circumstances, and you put these variables in there, for the white people in the offices, is that the right word? Offices? For the white people in the office, it's pure monetization of entertainment. They win on both ends. We win on one end because we're controlling the whole youth of the black community, and we're getting paid from it. This is why they'll feed the pills to the artist. And then when he dies, they just pick him up, throw him away, and get another one, like a Coke can or a pair of shoes. Use it and throw that shit away.
We know as a team, everybody know to be on point. You know what I'm saying? We're traveling with a real deal gangster, a real stepper. So everybody gonna know how to move. But from that night, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's God timing. I don't know what it was, but Vaughn completely went on his own course that night.
So he didn't call no one saying, "Hey, yo, we going here." Maybe the message didn't get relayed.
No, he literally told his driver he's going to an after hour spot, and then we all caught up with him later.
Okay, so by the time you guys get there, what's going on?
By the time we get there, he was still in the car. It was him.
So he didn't go in the club yet, or
No,
the spot.
remember, he was in a bulletproof truck, so it wasn't no concern. He was at the venue before, so we got there. When we got there, everybody jumped out the car, and we're like, okay, cool. We're thinking we're about to go in, and for some, like I said, this is I can't make this up. For some reason, Vaughn wasn't himself. I'm not gonna lie. This is somebody who's more on point than security. This somebody, if I'm on the road with, I'm with him. Like, cause he know how to move, he know how to pick spots. Like, yo, this man is like, I promise you, the best artist I ever moved in my life as far as knowing how to conduct himself properly. But for some reason that night, it was off. Like, he stayed in the car for like 30, 35 minutes, and everybody outside is cold and it's shivering. Like, everybody outside wondering, like, what's going on? What's going on? So people starting to go back in the cars. Like, all the entourage, everybody was with it, they went back in the...
Big Facts Podcast, who this? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear him.
Yo, this is Dred from Miami.
Go ahead, Dred, tell me something.
Yeah, I know you were about to get to it a little bit later on in the video. I was going to speak on what you were saying about Vaughn told me how they was running when he got hit up. And basically, what the manager went on to say, or part of what he went on to say was, as soon as one of those shooters came out and started hitting Vaughn up, that's when the police came from the other end and started shooting.
Hold on, don't tell what's in the interview. We watching it right now.
Yeah, I didn't want to say too much on that, but yeah, I didn't know if he was going to get to the full thing, because, you know, it's a little lengthy, but yeah.
So what do you have to say about it?
No, that I was going, you know, add a little commentary on that, but I mean, I could probably call back when we get to that.
Call back when we get to that part.
All right, for sure.
All right, so I went to the car he was in. I was like, yo, Vaughn. Went inside the passenger seat. I'm like, yo, Vaughn, bro, what's going on? Like, everybody waiting, let's go. He was like, all right, let's go. So at that time, this is where the security come in at. At that time, we're telling security, hey, it's time to go in now. Vaughn's ready. You know what I'm saying? We've been here too long. Let's go inside the club. So they do their rounds. They go inside the club. They check the venue, go inside, check the outside, make sure there's no threat. Now, common sense, if you guys know, security, nobody cannot go inside a club with a weapon. No matter who you is, you cannot enter a building with a weapon, especially a venue. So being alert that we're going into the club, all security put their weapon inside their cars, because we're thinking we're going inside the club. Now, right before we go inside the club, one of his homeboys came to the driver's side and they said, hey, we seen so-and-so. I'm not gonna say no names. We seen so-and-so in the car. And instantly...
In a car or in the spot?
No, we seen, he literally, our car is right here.
Yeah.
And so-and-so pulled up right there. So you had one car, which is one car before. You had another car, which is our car right here. You had other people parked, scattered everywhere else. And one of Von homeboys came to him and was like, hey, we seen so-and-so in the car. He's asleep. And he jumped up. I'm talking about like...
Wait, so the other dude was sleeping? Or or just not aware type shit?
The other artist was sleeping, unaware. He just put up to the club. I'm not gonna give nobody no name.
Yeah.
Whatever. He put up to the club. And I believe it was just him and his driver. That's what supposedly what it was. Him and his driver. And a McLaren or some type of car they had. So one of the guys spotted him. And they came to the car where me, Vaughn, BJ, and a female, and one more person was in the car. And he came to the car and said, hey, so-and-so's here. And Vaughn just jumped up like, oh, come on, let's go. And with that reaction being so fast, we're like, hey, hold on, slow down. I'm like, hold on, what we about to do? Hold on, like, we got jewelry on, all type of stuff, hold on. Bro, from that split second of his friend coming to tell him, Vaughn was out the car. And this is somebody who's normally, like I said, calm, collective, look around all the areas, just fill all the blank, because he been out here, so he know what to do. For some reason, that night, he was completely off. He jumped out the car. By the time Vaughn jumped out the car, I don't even think he knew where so-and-so was. He just jumped out the car. He bumped into so-and-so. As soon as he bumped into so-and-so, started brawling. From that 1.5 second of brawling one of his so-and-so accomplice came through the side of a white car that we didn't even know was with so-and-so. That's how unaware the situation was.
Yeah.
Came out the car from the side, like y'all can see on the camera, and shot Vaughn and me 4 times. I think he let 4 or 5 shots off. Vaughn got hit 3 or 4 times. I got hit in the leg, started bleeding, went for cover. He was down.
Are you on that security footage too?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm the one that's moving as the altercation happening. I'm the one that's right by him, moving back. When the guy came and shot him, I was the one that was right by him. That's when the bullet hit me. So it was God grace that I didn't get shot nowhere else but my leg.
So like in helping, because I think people are looking at the social media, but you're talking about people that weren't there speculating. Some people online saying, "Yo, what happened is all the guys left them. They just left them out there." Like Vaughn's last words were like, "Yo, listen, y'all let him get up on me like this," that type of stuff.
I'm gonna clarify all that. That's false. First of all, the only people that knew what was about to happen, and you got to remember, when I say knew what was about to happen, I'm not talking about 5-10 minutes resonating what's going on. I'm talking about 1.5 seconds of his homeboy coming to the car, where it's me in the passenger side, one more person in the driver's side, I believe was his DJ, him in the back with a female, and one more of the guys sitting by the side that I just called in previously to come smoke, because it was cold outside. I'm like, yo, come in, let's smoke right quick, because I don't think you're ready to go in. So from that 1.5 second jumped out, that situation happened. Security didn't know what was going on. Then half of the guys that y'all blaming didn't know what's going on. By the time everybody realized what's going on, if you peep at the footage, Vaughn and his one security is the only one that's by Quando physically. Everybody else is in the back. Why do you think it's a back trailing? Nobody even got to check. They running to the scene. By the time they were running to the scene, shots fired. And then nobody was running from the shooter that shot Vaughn. Because y'all could clearly see that once he shot Vaughn, everybody moved back. People were still there. It's the police that started shooting uncontrollably.
It looked like that person got shot too. This was also confusing, right? So when Vaughn is shot, and he's whatever, people are saying that whoever was trying to take his chain off or something, because it looked like he was being held up a bit, and then somebody punched that person.
Vaughn was shielding himself with so-and-so. He literally was holding him up. That's how strong he was. Even while being shot, he know what's going on. He felt it because he was conscious the whole time. So he's holding the individual as a shield. It wasn't nothing as he got on top of him no, he was literally holding him as a shield. And those shots that was fired by the individual that shot Vaughn and myself was the only shots fired from those individuals. Every other shot was coming from authorities. They started shooting everywhere. It was like a blanket full of shots going on. So when you see everybody taking cover, they wasn't taking cover away from the shooter from Vaughn. They were taking cover because they didn't know where the shots was going from. If you look, people was running left, people was running right, people was running to the club door because we didn't know where shots was coming from, right? You got the police shooting anybody with a weapon that they got killed. If you got a weapon that on you, you got shot. That's how much shots was getting rained. So you guys are looking from the one angle of the camera and looking like, oh, damn, they run away from the shot. And wasn't nobody running away from Listen, bro, we didn't know where all the shots was coming from. So it's automatic. If you don't know where the shots coming from, you're going to regress to see the situation. And the same guys that you guys are talking about, they came right back to Von's side. And if you could tell in the footage, after the shooter that shot Von got shot from the back, which people thinking it came from somewhere else, it came from the back. He got shot from the back. If you look at the footage, he tried to walk back to the car and he got shot and he tumbled back. He still had his weapon in his hand. So while they progressing to Von, he's swinging the weapon like this. People was regressing back, but everybody was still alert to go get Von, because clearly it took 4 or 5 people to bring Von into the car to bring him to the hospital.
Is there any truth to any of the rumors that the person who was still like entangled with Von after he got shot was, even though they might have been scuffling before, he was trying to help Von?
He was screaming, "Yo, he shot, Von shot." I'm not so sure how much he tried to help, but I do know he was screaming, he shot.
Damn. Okay.
Could have been from a panic stage, could have been from instinct, not sure. He was just screaming that he shot.
Okay, so when we talking about some of these narratives that's going on now, Asian Doll is on Twitter, and I don't, however she's getting this information, she's saying what Von's last words is. She's saying how the dudes like just left him for dead, how he didn't really have anyone real around him. Have anyone that was close to the situation or that been there spoke to her? Because it seems like she's hurt a bit, but she's also making it seem like Von was with a bunch of disloyal, jealous dudes who just allowed him to die in the street and get shot down like a dog.
Hey, that is completely false. First of all, no disrespect to Asian Doll. And we spoke this morning because I seen some of the tweets and some of the stuff, and I reached out to her. I'm like, hey, bro, I know you mourning and you hurt like everybody else, but you need to slow down because, one, you wasn't there. So how can you make assumption and accuse guys of doing this and that? And the last words that she's talking about, and it's in a text message, and I can show you, she's talking to Von through her spiritual advisor from after death.
Wait. So this is what she tweeted. She tweeted, Von's last word was, y'all let them niggas get up on me. Stop crying. Y'all let them get me. As if Von was talking to his homie saying,
hold on, I'm gonna show you right now. I got it right here. Bro. This is the Asian Doll, right?
Yeah.
It's clear.
Yeah.
Her text message is clearly.
Yeah.
I talked to Von on a spiritual level with a spirit reader, and he's letting shit be known. He's talking for sure, and he feel y'all shouldn't let him he feel y'all shouldn't let them get him. Facts. So you talking to the dead now, Asian Doll. So Von on the afterlife is telling Asian Doll these facts, guys. The same tweet you guys seen, he called, y'all let the guys get me, get all the old blockchains. Hey, from the afterlife with a spiritual reader. And I don't know if you've seen the messages. I'm not making it up, bro.
No, I believe it. Hey, was Von and Asian Doll like really close right before his death? Because
no.
What the fuck would that matter, nigga? What the fuck would that matter? I'm trying to let y'all watch the video and then we talk afterwards, but why in the fuck, dog, if Chief Keef would have came, or Lil Durk would have came out and said, I talked to Vaughn in the afterlife, and he said to me, y'all don't be crying, y'all let them get up on me. Y'all let them get up on me. Don't be crying. As soon as Act found out that it was actually a spiritual advisor, which I don't know how Act didn't know that. That's exactly what she said. She's aligned with his spirit. But as soon as a motherfucker would have said, he's talking about through the spiritually, Act would have said, what the fuck is Dirk talking about? You wouldn't have asked how close are they or no shit like that. How are you still trying to give fucking credence to this bullshit after you find out this bullshit? This is what I'm talking about. This is how, and see, Act, this is why the fuck niggas slam you so much on that goddamn thought shit, man. This is why they slam you like that. For that comment right there. Were they close? Cause that might be a way. That might be a way that she can know. If they were close enough now, then I believe in. Man, shut the fuck up, man. You talk to Vaughn in the afterlife, you nothing ass bitch. Go talk to, when the last time you talked to your gynecologist? Bitch, didn't that nigga dump you, bitch? That's just like a nothing ass bitch. Bitch, I dumped you, but then something happened and shit like that. Now you want to claim a nigga. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Come on with that bullshit, Act. God damn, nah.
It wasn't. Vaughn didn't have anything to do with Asian Doll.
Because she's acting like they were lifelong partners, like they were married, like, you know.
Yeah, you heard what this bitch then called, this retarded bitch then got on the motherfucking, then went online and tried to look up Miss Cleo, trying to see if she's still doing shit. Bitch, you done found Miss Cleo and shit like that. Bitch, Miss Cleo she can't do that shit no more. That bitch been lost the juice. The dead people been cut Miss Cleo off. The hell is you talking about? Yeah, you heard what Katrina said. Yeah. Bitch, you call around here, you done looked up Miss Cleo and shit, and now you just coming straight online with that shit. You coming straight online with shit from Miss Cleo. That bitch ain't even touch you. A motherfucker supposed to touch you to know how your life is. Bitch, let me let y'all watch this shit, man.
Like, separable.
No disrespect to Doll. Vaughn moved on and Vaughn was doing other things. He cared for her because he's a very loyal guy. So of course he wanted the best for her. He brought her to certain shows, but there wasn't that. And that's why I'm so baffled and confused, because she's coming on these platforms and people knowing that they was together and was in a relationship, taking these tweets like it came from Vaughn personally. Asian Doll did not speak to Vaughn before he died. Asian Doll is telling me that she's talking to Vaughn on the afterlife with a spiritual reader, and Vaughn is telling her this stuff. What type of goofy shit you on, man?
So do you think it's because she's hurt or she's clout chase?
Is she hurt? We hurt. Be hurt. Take your phone, move the phone out your hand, bro. Stop tweeting goofy shit, because you ain't making no sense at all.
So, again, loosely, we don't have to get into specifics. There are also people who say this is like so, like, quote unquote, messy, because they're like, maybe one of the reasons why those two groups of people, or those two artists collided and actually had a physical altercation, had to do with things that may include Asian Doll just on a jealousy level with other artists.
Talk about it. No.
That's false. Vaughn wouldn't react over no female. He's too much of a gangster for that. It's other stuff that happens in the past, and Vaughn is a real deal stepper gangster. And
so let me give a little more detail. So
yeah, I'm gonna let Act talk. Go ahead, Act.
And also, which obviously would clear, his name too. This has nothing to do with young boy doing a song with Asian Doll and Vaughn did a song or was gonna do a song with Jania. That has nothing to do with this, right?
Vaughn is not no hoe, bro. No,
Okay.
absolutely not. This has to do with Vaughn being the person he is and been, and he don't like all that sneak this social media stuff. And you know, their camp used to be cool, and you know they exchanged a couple words. And hey, they say, hey, when I catch one of them, I'm gonna treat him like a little boy. Hey, no gun violence, nothing. He's just gonna beat the hell out of him, which he did. Faithfully beat the shit out of his ass.
Well, do you think you being a manager, you could have, because there's a video on social media of them being cool, them like, you know, whatever, like being in the same Instagram video together or Instagram story. Could you have possibly squashed that?
Big fat podcast, talk to me.
Yeah, this is Katrina calling back.
Huh?
Now, I said this is Katrina calling back.
We got Katrina Gibbs on the line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's still talking in present tense, like Vaughn is still alive. He keeps being like, oh, Vaughn ain't no oh shit, Vaun is dead for me. Like, he's dead. That's what you need to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just keeps talking like he just like saying all this stuff and oh he ain't no hope. He's saying all this stuff to still make him appear tough, and it's like, oh, that tough shit is dead now, though. Like, so, like, and that's what I was just saying that to say, that's how you know you need to shut up. That ain't even hitting him mentally yet. He's thinking this boy is, we ain't even processed this death yet. And that's how you know you gotta shut the fuck up.
That's real talk.
You're doing a whole interview with academics. You know what I'm saying? As much as I hate academics, he is a leader in this type of, in this part of the culture, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Like doing some interview with the head guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, if we hearing it, you better believe it. The lawyer done downloaded this shit.
If I downloaded it, then you know they did.
You know it. And it's like, y'all just, he's saying like, oh, I'm doing this to, you know what I'm saying, not to tarnish Vaughn's image. I wouldn't. I guess a good image up there. He never had a good image. I don't know. So I don't know what you're trying to cherish or hold on to.
No. What he said he was trying to do was he didn't want to let now. I say he didn't want to let Asian Doll's narrative be the only one out there, and this narrative of all the niggas ran away. That's the overall narrative.
That was the other thing. Yeah, that was the other thing he kept saying. Like, we didn't run away. Hold on. First of all, gunshots are scary. I don't care how tough you are. So, stop trying to still be these tough guys.
Yeah.
Like, we seen it on film.
Yep.
Guns start booming, and niggas got up sweating. Like, because that's what you're naturally going to do that.
That's right.
And that's what I'm saying. And then it's like, yeah, you hear shots, people hear shots, and you might hear shots in the head, but being close to that gun,
Yep.
It's a natural jerk when you're not prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You ain't lying.
you know, I go to the gun range. Every time I walk in the gun range, the first shot I hear, I jump.
Yeah.
I'm not even mentally prepared yet until the gun is in my hand. You know what I'm saying? So then you're saying that this whole situation transpired so fast, y'all wasn't mentally prepared, so that's why y'all ran.
Yes. That's correct. That's correct.
And that's the thing, like, you need to, if you're trying to save anybody, if you're trying to, you know what I'm saying, steer anybody away from this, let them know that first. Stop trying to feel scared tough. It's okay to be scared.
But see, you know what? That's the whole thing.
In this situation.
Yeah, but see, in this situation, this is the situation that they're all talking about. This is their whole career is based on this situation. So if this in the situation that you say you're always in every song, even in the songs for the girls, you talk about this situation or what you do in these situations, and then this situation happened, you admitting that you're scared, it can be a death sentence for your career. And that's once again part of the rap trap. Like, you have to be this this overly tough, this I don't give. I take 2 shots in my chest and I won't die. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like you're setting, it's a trap in itself because you're setting yourself up for failure. Like when, as you just said, when gunshots go off in close proximity, your human instinct, if you are a civilian, even for veterans, being in the Vietnam War, I said that earlier, you know, being in a foxhole and getting your mail, and the guy next to you getting his chest pumped by the medic, and you smoking a cigarette, making jokes with somebody. Like, even as a veteran, when you come home and it's not wartime, if you hear a loud sound, that's what PTSD is. You hear a loud sound and you go straight back into war mode because you're fearful, because you're scared. And so what they're talking about in their song is unfucking realistic. Yeah. You're not that much of a fucking animal that when the fucking gun goes off and you not only do you hear the gun go off, but if you have heard what a bullet sounds like in close prox, like when it zing, zoom, zoom, like shit, somebody trying to kill me. Like, that right there, everything is out the window at that point. It ain't no, let me get my clothes right so for the cameras, because my rap career, fuck all that. And that's the same position that niggas take when they get in that interrogation room and they're faced with any time. These niggas do not want to go to jail. They don't want to die and they don't want to go to jail. But in their music,
in the chat, I was like, he just wide open for academics. He just spilling the beans. Like, yeah, this happened and then that happened. And then you see he flipped up and said Rondo's name. But yeah, this happened, that happened. So I said, damn, just imagine if this was another investigation.
Real talk.
They and put some drugs or some shit.
And
like,
see,
this nigga is just open.
Yeah,
Why? If he's telling academics this, imagine what he faced with 40 years.
And see,
the beans that way. Like, yo.
And see that's another thing. He is wide open and because he feels like he's doing. See, this is what people think. This is where the shit get fucked up at. This is what people think of when they think of manager. See, they think of a nigga like this, some street nigga that got some connections and shit like that. He could be a rapper himself. That's what the manager. But the real manager ain't finna talk to no goddamn press. They're gonna make one statement: we're doing good over here. We're just recovering. Real short and sweet. But because they don't feel like they have to protect their ego. But he feel like, shit, you can't call us no hoe. Shit, we some gangsters. He's standing on that. Multiple times he has what is it, reinstated? Like he's reinstated. What you said? Huh? No, not reiterated, but like when you like make something known again, like you.
That's a reiteration.
No. It's not. That's not the synonym I'm looking for. It is. He's reiterated when you make. And that's exactly what that is. Reiterated when you make something known again. And so that's exactly what that is. I'm saying it wrong. He not reestablished, and somebody, let me see what the word they saying. Reinstated, reaffirmed. That could be restating. But whatever it is, like he's made it known multiple times that I'm gonna find that word when I get off. He's made it known that nigga. Now I'm back stuck on that word again. But he made this shit known, like, nigga, these niggas is gangsters. I only fuck with real steppers. King Von is a real gangster. And we gonna talk about this goddamn this Asian dog shit. But like I said, I want everybody to see the interview. So let's get back to it. Call back in when you get a chance. All right. Shout out to that boy Mello Jones. Appreciate that love.
You know,
It wasn't really.
got them both on the phone or something like that.
It wasn't. I don't think it was really nothing to squash act. It was just more like Vaughn is just that type of person. Like, hey, bro, he's not gonna go back and forth with you, and he stay out the way, and he expect you to stay out the way. So when you on the other side is doing things, sneaky things, and doing stuff, hey, when he see you, he's standing on what he said, and that's what he said. When he see whoever on that side, he's gonna trick the shit out their ass. He gonna beat him up.
And there it is. That nigga just opened and shut the prosecutor case. What Katrina just said, that's exactly what he just did. That's exactly what he just did. He just opened and shut that case. It was already known, reinforced. I like reinforced, rehashed. What the fuck do you mean she was right, you fucking idiot? I told you that wasn't a fucking word. The fuck? It's not one goddamn synonym for the fucking making something known again. Reaffirmed. I like reaffirmed. Reaffirm. That's not the word. Recanted means taking something back. Regurgitate means you're saying something. Reacclimate means you get used to something again. No, regurgitate means this. We already said regurgitate is not the word we're looking for, sir. Reassure. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to start blocking people when they say reiterate. I'm trying to think of it later. They keep stating the word. But here you go. Exactly right. But it just snitched. He just closed the case for the prosecution. I'm sorry. He closed the case for the defense. The defense then goes in and says it was known already that King Vaughn was going to do harm to my client or to my client's brother when he saw him. They came and they were the aggressors. This was a self-defense case, open and shut. It's been said on multiple occasions. My client's brother was not trying to do any type of violence, or he wasn't looking for any trouble. He was victimized as soon as he was seen by the deceased. The deceased saw my client as someone that he wanted to bully. In the rap world, he said he was going to treat him like a little boy. So he wanted to punch him and assault him to whatever degree. We don't know what degree, Judge. My client's brother is only 4'11", 110 pounds. He's just gotten over the COVID disease. One too many punches or otherwise could have killed him. My client's brother did not know whether or not the deceased had a weapon and was planning on pulling the weapon out, but the deceased continued to assault my client's brother after repeatedly being told to stop, please stop. And this is the defense that you would take, because this is the same defense that will be taken by the lawyer of a husband who killed his wife's attacker. You cannot tell me how to save my family member. You cannot tell me I have to go over there and punch him in the fucking head. Better yet, if a wife kills her husband's attacker and they fist fighting and he on top of him punching him, that wife just did, she protected her husband's life. I believe if a citizen sees a man beating on a woman, having her on the ground, beating her down, that citizen can say, stop, 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 and then shoot. That's what I was told. You stated 3 times or whatever the fuck, but I hear in some states you don't got to do no warning shots. So you pummeling a person looking, and it looks like there is no end to this situation. You are in the process of pummeling and assaulting someone. There can be someone to kill you. Someone can kill you. And he just made that known. He made it known that the lawyer can say, Your Honor, my client's brother was trying to avoid the deceased at all costs. My client's brother was in fear of his life. It was said on the internet multiple times that when the deceased caught my client's brother anywhere, he was going to assault him to a degree that we do not know. My client's brother took that as if the deceased was going to kill him. He was in fear for his life, Your Honor. He was in fear for his life, and I don't know what else my client could have done. Hold on, we got to hold up on the call, y'all. We got to get through the interview. Big Fast Podcast, who this?
But one thing about this dude, he's dumb. Because not only did he's gonna stop the people from being able to, what's the word?
No, I know what you're saying. He's stopping the people from being able. He's stopping the people from being able to really say that King Vaughn is a victim. You can't be over this.
Exactly.
You can't be saying King Vaughn is a victim after this man just said it. He was looking for him. He was on the. He was gonna beat him up. He was gonna victimize him. This is what he just did. But he is on. Like I said, that's what Katrina was talking about. Like he's so worried about his team or King Vaughn's team not looking like bitches, like the internet says they are, and not looking like fucking vultures, which I don't understand. Like you commend niggas for being savages and vultures, and niggas can say I'm a real King Cobra. Like, what the fuck do you think running off on the plug is? You gotta build a relationship with a plug in order for him to give you something for you to run off with. So we commend these activities.
Not only that, he basically defended Quando Rondo by saying, oh, he was trying to help him. Nigga, his list is so loose, he keeps giving there's the other side more reasons to side with Quando and him.
Sure is. After this interview, it's like, I don't see what you wanted Quando to do. Them niggas did exactly what the fuck they were supposed to do. Exactly. A nigga ran down with that rah-rah, and then they opened fire.
And then this nigga act like he's invincible. This nigga said, well, oh no, we not no hoes, we was good. Nigga, when they heard the shot, everyone ran. Nigga, ain't nobody finna just run in the middle.
The nigga was saying,
if they claim they really loved him, would die for him, they would have got in the middle of their road when the bullets was flying.
Exactly, and see, that's a real shit. And he said he would have stepped in the street, nigga, step in the street. And see, the nigga, he think he making it better by saying, we weren't running from that gunfire, we was running from that gunfire. What in the fuck? So you're saying you saying that his gun sounded different? You think them bullets do different shit than them bullets? What the fuck? What the fuck? Like if they ran from those bullets, they ran from them bullets. Period. What are you trying to say? So he's destroying everything, as we go on. Let's watch some more of it and call back in. All right.
And that's what it was. Now, could it been avoided because it wasn't worth his life? 100%. Like I told you when I called you from the hospital, I called it ignorance at its best. That's what it was. Because one, for you to be a superstar, taking care of your family should be the main priority. And that goes for any artist, not just for Vaughn, but any artist out there. Once you get to a certain level in your life where you're the provider and you're the alpha male, you have to let certain things go because it's not needed. Because none of those things is more important than your kids, than your family, than your future in your life. Because you never know how it could turn out. So it could have been easily avoided to just literally let it go and just let so-and-so go in and he do what he do. But I can't speak on the behalf of the next man because that's how he was.
I want to say this though. I gotta say this because this clip right here. Let me check this timestamp. Why ain't got the minutes on here? But whatever this timestamp is, y'all know Young Grump, he do all the timestamp. Shout out to him. That's big homie. We do a lot of shit behind the scenes. He always hold me down. But Young Grump, I want you to timestamp this part right here as the definition of the rap trap. What he just said is the definition of the rap trap. Even though you got your family, you taking care of people, you know the rest of your family is hopeless, ain't got no money, ain't got shit on shit. You the only way out. This shit here, what you got going on, this shit you got going on only happened once in a lifetime. This shit ain't gonna happen again. The potential that you have is not going to happen again. But the rap trap states that you must protect this unreal rah-rah gangster gorilla image at all costs. And Biden talked about this also, about how the city, the way that the city perceives you can deter you from changing. Who did? Who that? Ooh, Innovator J on the line. Y'all know what it is when Innovator call in. Hold one second, Innovator. When
I'm at work, big dog, but I seen the interview early, and I just wanted to put this in there because I don't know how many people know this. Because I heard you talking about the definition of the rap trap. Now this is why I say this is the real definition, big dog. He is tied to Karen Civil. Karen Civil was tied to Mac Miller and Nipsey Hussle. If you go on Karen Civil's website right now, she got the Welcome to O Block video. You scroll down a little bit more, and she promoting a Quando Rondo song. So like that lets you know, like, even then when they supposed to be your manager and shit like that, like, ain't nobody fucking with you. Really, like, if you can't bring no money, man, fuck you. That's how this go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And as far as Buddy go to manager, man, look, when I seen the interview, I knew he spoke to the police on this hospital bed. Boy, he wouldn't even be on there doing all that, Joe. Because if you on there talking like that, that means you ain't in no fear, no repercussions. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but you knew this man whole family, you knew this man homies and all. Like, you see him in the video. I don't know if he did it yet, so I ain't gonna give it away. But you gonna be able to tell throughout the whole video. He know this man people. So if you know this man people and you talk like this and you ain't feeling no repercussions, they let me know you can already talk to them people, Joe.
Let me check it out, Jay. Let me check it out.
Go ahead, man. Like I say, man, for the people that listen, man, all y'all gotta do is go to CameronCivil.com, man. You're gonna see at the top of it is King Von Welcome to O Block video. And you scroll down, she promoting Quando Rondo songs, yo. Rap trap shit for real, for real. This shit coming like, you know how they say, art imitate life?
Yep.
It's starting to say the other way around, though. Like life starting to imitate art for real, for real.
Exactly.
But let me get up out of here, baby.
All good, I got you. But the reason I was saying it is because no matter how much he knew that this was the only time this was going to happen and he was the breadwinner and this wasn't going to happen again, the rap trap dictates that you have to protect this image that you've made. And I was talking about Body saying that the city, because we talk about, you know, hometown hate a lot, but we can talk about the city. You can use, for the city, you can say people. People's perception of you can deter you from changing into something better. It can make you feel like I gotta be this stomp down gangster, fuck nigga what's happening. I can't be the nigga who go get a job. I can't be that nigga. I can't be the nigga. See, niggas can't see me at McDonald's working. If niggas see me in a fucking work uniform, niggas will laugh me out the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Everybody be talking about me and shit. I can't let that shit happen, man. I gotta keep on being this. So if it wasn't, and that's why some niggas will move away so that they can be something else. And you see this a lot with bitches. Bitches then ran they pussy up in the city, they'll go to the next city over. They'll go out of town where they can just be looked at for how they look instead of everybody knowing, yeah, she fine, but that hoe is nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing here. And that's why I commend NLE Chopper for attempting to change. But it's sad, everything that you've gained through that negative shit, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose it. Because nobody's going to be interested. The people that were interested won't be interested no more. And it's a fall. The reason why healthy food costs a lot more than foods and things that can kill you is very fucking simple. I think it's, you know, if you want to know my take on it, I say it's because they don't want you to live long enough to pass down the information of what you've seen, and so you can't identify patterns. Like I saw this already. I saw them. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? They want to get you in and get you out as soon as possible. And so for the very few people that will pay more money to live healthy, it won't be enough of them to change anything. So, you know, it's the same thing here. You know that it's not in your best interest to do this, but fuck that, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. When he jumped up, like he said he did, when he jumped up and walked to that door, do you think he expected to get murdered that night? Do you think he thought that would be his last night on earth when he got out that fucking car? Answer that question.
And before the shot was or the guy brandished the gun or whatever, right? Was it just a fight? Was anybody else like showing weapons? Like this was the only guy who just they're literally just kind of having a fist fight, whether who's winning or who's not, right? And this guy just pulls out a gun and just starts to shoot.
And just starts shooting. That's people. It's 2020. No one fights anymore. You know, Vaughn, my friend, he's been in jail all his life. If he got a problem with somebody, he's gonna fight. You know, and not saying he want to do other things, and maybe his persona and the things that occurred with him made the other person come out like that, firing. But there's no intent for that incident to go into gun.
I'm gonna rewind that one time. Did you hear what he just said?
he's gonna fight. You know, and I'm not saying he want to do other things, and maybe his persona and the things that occurred with him made the other person come out like that, firing.
His reputation got him murdered. I'm scared of you. I have to kill you. I just said that.
But there's no intent for that incident to go into gunfire. Vaughn was literally trying to fight him, show him a lesson, and move on with his day. And it didn't turn out that way. But it goes to show too.
So why in the fuck, when he wanna fight, everybody should be fighting? So what if a nigga run down on him that's bigger than him, and he don't wanna fight? He gonna shoot, right? The fuck is up with you niggas? That's whole shit. Bitches think like that. I can slap you, but you ain't supposed to slap me. What if a motherfucker don't feel like fighting? I was just trying to fight. How the fuck, nigga, we obviously ain't communicating. I don't know what the fuck going on. And then I can see some other niggas. You said you had 15 niggas with you. I can see them niggas and go ahead and let the fuck off. What the fuck are you talking about? Everybody is down with the street shit until the street shit bam them. Now it's, man, this shit fucked up out here. We need to stop the gun violence. This nigga is, all he known for is the goddamn gun violence. Nigga?
For that incident, and this is for anybody else, you have to be aware of your surroundings. Like, regardless if something's about to go down, you have to know who is who, what's what, like who's what. You know, none of those was made in a analyst. Like, security didn't know what was going on. His guys didn't know what was going on. He literally, off instinct and just not in the right state of mind, just jumped out and went to the situation. Like I said, he didn't even know where so-and-so was. Like, that's how unprepared the situation was for everybody that's claiming that, oh, everybody that was with him is so wrong and left. The man himself did not even know where that person was. He bumped into so-and-so, literally bumped into so-and-so and started fighting. And from that 1.5 seconds of fighting, shots was fired. From not even from the outside where any of the guys could have been like, oh shit, jump. Bro, it came literally from the backside. The guy, we didn't even know the white car was with so-and-so because nobody was alert at. The only person that was alert in that car was myself, his DJ, and one more person, BJ. That was the only person. And by that time they jumped out the car, DJ having common sense, like, yo, hold on, bro. People don't fight no more. Let me go grab this thing just in case something happened. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much he was really the only person that was really, you could say, was armed enough to even situate that. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time I jumped out the car and the DJ jumped out the car, Vaughn was already one step ahead of us. Because we jumped out the car regularly. He leaped out the car and walked straight. That's why you could see from the camera, everybody's trailing him from the back, and I came from the side. By the time I got to the side and they're doing what they're doing, the shooter already came to the same side he was in and shot him and shot myself.
And so how many goddamn times has Vaughn had the ups on the nigga? This shit happens all the fucking time. Sometimes you got the ups, sometimes you don't. And this is what I'm talking about. A nigga can die any day. On any day, a nigga can lose. On any day. It don't matter how many fucking bodies you got and how rough and tough your reputation is. Anybody can get, especially when everybody's on these drugs. There is nobody that's he way harder than him. Like, once again, this nigga is talking like he's just him and X is just alike, must be. Like, neither one of y'all is street niggas. Like, cause the street nigga know, like, dog, a lot of real niggas didn't been killed by fuck niggas. A lot of gangsters then got killed by scary niggas. Nigga, what? You mad because this is what it seemed like. This wasn't supposed to happen, man. He wasn't supposed to lose like that. If we would have known that he was with him, we would have seen. That's what I'm saying. Like, as a rapper, you move around these different cities and shit like that. And that's why I say this street shit ain't worth nothing, because the reputation that you've ranked up or packed up or earned for yourself, it does not translate in a different city. It does not translate in the next state. You gotta prove yourself to them. So you was a dog in Chicago as long as you knew what was going on, and you know, and this and oh man, yeah. As long as you was on point, yeah, you was a dog. But then as soon as you step into a different territory, now you lost in the sauce. Now you don't know that you ain't supposed to go and play with no nigga if you don't know what the fuck going on. And that's, so when I tell y'all about doing seances and doing rituals, summoning demons, when you're opening that pill bottle, when you're swallowing that pill, when you're rolling the blunt, when you're breaking down the coke, when you loading up the heroin, when you breaking down the molly, at that point, you're doing a seance no different than getting on a Ouija board. You're telling a demon, my vessel is open, come take it over. You don't know how many niggas that are in prison or are dead that them or their homeboy, their family member said, I don't know what, he was not himself. He just was not himself. It was just, he would have never did nothing like that. And then you hear about the crime that a nigga did, and he in prison for whatever like that, and then he's telling you about it because he's in prison now, sober, and he's like, I don't know what was going on. I was on drugs back then, and that's what it was. They were taken over by, it's like, fuck it, you don't care about your life, you don't care about your temple, your body, your vessel, then fuck it, I'll take it over. Because the body is just a temple, it's what you reside in. You are not your body. Your body, that's a whole nother thing. And that's a very deep thing too. But fuck it, if you ever taken Xanax, you know that how your body can be used. With Xanax, you'll wake up the next day and hopefully you'll have a good story. Hoes telling you that we went to the and I had good stories like that. But then you got bad times where you can wake up in a fucking holding tank covered in blood, and you bang on the window and say, "Hey, what I'm in here for?" And everybody just looking at you like, you know what I'm saying? And you come to find out you didn't kill 2 people and fucking ran over a child and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, tried to eat somebody. And it's like, that's how I believe the demons work. It's like they're just ready to get on this planet, and anybody and everybody who will let them take over their body for just a small period of time, they're going to cause chaos. Pure fucking chaos. And they're going to have death and destruction in their wake. And you're going to have to live with the fact that for that 30 minutes that you were not in control, this is how much damage that entity that came into you was able to do, because now you looking at it with a sober mind, or your family looking at it like that's not who he was. Because you dead, like in this situation, that's exactly what's going on. That's not who he was. But all the demon knew was death and destruction. What is the best way to cause death and destruction at this point. And so that's what I'm saying. Depending on where you are when you call that demon, when you summon that demon into your body, it can be disastrous. Like if you summon the demon when you're around some hoes or some shit like that, you'll fuck the whole raw. Worst can happen in that situation is you catch an STD or you get the whole pregnant. Either way it's gonna cause pain for you and the child and the mother. But if you summon that demon and you at the club, now you want to take off on a nigga. Future had a verse in a song called it was on Black Woodstock. It was called what's the girl name? It's called Rehab. But rest in peace to Amy Winehouse. He said, ooh, I just bought the Miley Cyrus. Ooh, now I'm feeling very violent. And that shit, it does do that. Like you get so hyped and you feel so good. It's like, wow, fuck a nigga up. Why? I swear to God, fuck nigga come around right now. Why? I dust the fuck nigga. It's like it's just so much energy. Like it's like you a kid again, where you just wanted to go in the room and listen to music and just jump up and down and get crunk. But that's a demon coming into you, just trying to find a way to cause the most damage. And you won't understand that until you summon that demon at the wrong fucking time. Where that demon sees, and see, I think that's the way that it happens. The demon that you summon, when you do it, they'll let you have fun a couple of times just to get you used to it, and then it'll be a time where you do the unthinkable. You're not focused, you're off, you know what I'm saying? It's like at the base of these stories, it's a bitch and a drug. It's drugs and a bitch at the base of all these stories. When we talk about a beef between two black young boys, it's a bitch and a drug at the base of it. And it happens every time. So that's all that is, man. It's just a rap trap at its finest.
And from there, Vaughn was already on the ground. And the police started shooting everything else.
So let me, because at first people thought police actually may have killed Vaughn. Hey, did the police identify themselves like, yo, hey,
oh no,
police drop all your weapons? Because there's two. You said the other guys who shot Vaughn, right? Mm-hmm. Those were the only shots they fired, but two more people died. So I'm guessing maybe some confusion with the people that were with Vaughn, thinking, yo, there's more people that's trying to get us. So they probably how does
act? Of course, because that's what I'm trying to tell you. Nobody was aware. Like none of the other guys was aware of what was going on. So by the time that Vaughn reacted to the situation, like I said, he jumped out the car. I'm jumping out the car behind him. You got his DJ. You got one more person that went back to the car to prepare himself because he knows certain things that might happen. It was already too late. That 1.5 second of him jumping out the car, bumping into so-and-so, the shooter already shot him from his angle. And everybody else coming towards him was getting shot at by the officers. The other two people that died from bullet wounds from the officers. Were they right? I wouldn't know. Were they wrong? I wouldn't know. But I know it was undercovers, and it wasn't no shots to wound, to drop weapon. It was straight execution style shots. And wrong or right, that's on a judge or whoever to decide. It's not up to me. But I do know that when you guys see everybody ducking for cover, wasn't definitely for cover for the guy that's shooting Vaughn, because after he shot Vaughn, that was it. Like he got shot right there. He was already wounded. It's shots from everywhere else that everybody was concerned of. Cars was running people over. People was getting shot. Other people was with armed weapons was in danger because the police. If you had a weapon on you that day, I believe you would have got shot. That's my honest belief.
You said Vaughn was conscious when he was on the ground. Even he was trying to hold like the person to shield himself. When he got to the hospital, was he conscious then? And was there any way how maybe he could have survived this?
When he was in the car, I myself wasn't there. But the gentleman that was in the car with him was panicking, and Vaughn was the one that was like, hey, calm down, slow down, chill, I'm going to be good, just get him to the hospital. So he was very calm in the situation, which I was told. And honest truth, we all thought that the way he was carrying himself from that incident, from what I was told from the people in the car, that he would have been fine. But looking at the footage, that was a very close range shot and multiple close range shots. So, God had other plans that night. And it's sad, and unfortunately, we heartbroken as a community and as family and friends that he died that way. But that's something that we can't even explain. I personally, and I know his family and his friends, wish that he survived that.
Was he alive at the hospital? Do you know?
I believe he died during surgery.
Big Facts Podcast, who this?
It's T.
Huh?
It's T.
You said T?
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on with it?
No, man, I was just calling in real quick, man, just to say, man, that shit real, bro, and I was just on Twitter not too long ago, man, they done fucked around and posted a picture of the man, like, yeah, bro, like, I don't know if it's real or not, but it's like, man, just looking at the shit, it's like, man, bro, you gotta follow the 3 S's, man, and just stay out the way, and don't fall into that rap trap that is the route you want to go down, man.
And that's so crazy you said that, T, because as I'm listening to this, he's talking about Vaughn, but I'm looking at all of the people that got fucked up, even the officers that had to kill somebody, because people sleep on that shit. And that's ironic that I say they sleep on it, because after that, sleeping becomes very hard, very difficult after you take a life. People think it's one way, and then you find out, like, what the fuck did you just do? And you have trouble with that. The hardest of the hard, I go back to World War II. Those vets, they have issues with taking life. Even in defense of your own, it's you looking at what you did to somebody. It's like you played God. And some people like that. But either way it goes, it changes you. So even to those officers, even to because as I say, it's a retarded nigga and lame nigga can play like officer, but like what we know is that your auntie is a police officer, one of your uncles is a police officer, your mama might have been a police officer, your daddy, your grandpa, your brother, your best friend, your you know what I'm saying, your sister.
Somebody.
You have a police officer in your family, and you know a fucking police officer that is not fucking, you know what I'm saying, George Zimmerman like, you know what I'm saying, or Dan Wilson and shit like that. And we can play like that, but if you got a problem with me saying something about the officers, then if I said I wish all police officers would die right now, you shouldn't have no problem. But then you'll have a problem with that, because then you would think about your family that is a police officer. So please don't get caught up on that. But I say that because those are I think the furthest out from it except for maybe the club owner. The club owner who, this is your club, and now you might have just got shut down about something that was started by fucking King Von. King Von did all of this. All of the death that happened is on his hand. All of the pain and anguish in this situation is his hand. Because there was life lost, because there was bloodshed, it's only right that the one who started it should be dead. That is what it is.
And you want to know what, Big Holmes? I feel like people are like care about it happening to King Von so bad is because like they see what, not saying it was right, but like they see what he was doing. He used to be like giving back to the community and doing shit like that. So they feel some type of way about it because I guess that's every nigga dream to want to go back to the hood and want to do shit like that, or they want to be able to live their life. So I guess they can kind of relate to it. Not saying that it's right. You know what I mean?
I mean, and I can once again I can feel that, but if that's all it takes for motherfuckers to care about you, then every rapist or pedophile should just go to the goddamn chat side. I tell you, if y'all wanna if you trying to donate and shit like that, fuck with that Cash App or that PayPal, it goes directly. But if all you got is that super chat, then do that. But every rapist, every pedophile should just go to the hood and give out some fucking chicken. If that's all you have to do. Because once again, we're forgetting the fact that, I mean, how do you feel like the families of King Von's victims feel? Do you feel like they felt that was enough that his sins are absolved?
We are speaking allegedly. Like, how do we know King Von has killed anybody?
Here it is. Very good. Let's do that then. Let's say allegedly King Von. I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this for sure. The streets is not gonna vouch for you unless you do have. The reason why a nigga can know a nigga knock something down is because of how the streets let it be known. And how they pushed them up. And also on top of that, let's watch that out the window. He gave and did all that shit before he went and ran down on what's his name? On Quando Rondo. So what is that to say then? Like if you're giving, that says that I'm a good, this is my character. If this is not an act, if this is not a publicity stunt, then this is my character. My character is giving and helping. And if it's not just you flexing on the hood for the gram, because most of the time with these artists, the manager or these people like this will say, we got to do a giveaway. We're going to write it off on our fucking taxes. And the stupid people are going to take it in like, oh, he's such a good person. But this nigga just got 3 people murdered, multiple people injured, and might have got a whole club shut down because he mad about a bitch.
Yeah.
Nigga don't. It ain't just that easy for me. Like it's not that easy. And on top of all of that, this whole perpetuating death. I don't give a, let's like the fuck you gave away whatever you gave away, but soon as another black man that was doing better for his community, you laughed at him. When LBG Duck died, you laughed at him. So how can people feel any type of way when he did the same exact thing when another black man was killed?
You wanna know what? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep listening to the show. I'm gonna let you go back to it. Like, people, and it's fucked up. People don't care about you till you win it. So like, Doug wasn't really winning. You know what I mean? In the same sense as King Von. So like, people don't really care about, especially in our community. They don't give a fuck about you. So it's fucked up to say, but that's just how it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So. That's what it is. It's fucked up that it's like that in our community, like, but they don't give a fuck about you till you win in. They see you doing shit they want to do or think it's the right thing to do. You know, so Doug wasn't. They never seen Doug do that. They never, you know. So it's like, I mean,
people did see Doug give back. That was one of the biggest things they talked about. He was always giving.
Yeah, I mean, he probably was. Not saying he wasn't, but he wasn't doing it for show. You know, like on video. We don't have.
See what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm talking about, man. See, it's like, so you doing this bullshit on camera? You doing this bullshit on camera? That changes everything. So a real nigga can do it from the heart. So he don't gotta record that shit because he's doing it from the heart. That's like a nigga that go around and tell everybody, yeah, you know, I gave that nigga Craig $10, man. That nigga goddamn, yeah, you know, I booked that nigga out. That nigga came to me, asked me for some help and shit. Had to get that nigga about $20 and shit, man. Yeah, you know that nigga. You know, I try to help out when I can. Yeah, I just had to get that nigga $20.
Right.
He keep telling people, and the nigga just, you know, that whole nigga's down behind the scenes. And it's a shame that those are the only people that, like, you can't be serious. This man laughs at the death of a black man. And then it's like, yeah, well, fuck that shit, man. You should be talking about King Von. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here, these niggas don't do nothing but diss the dead. But he did a giveaway on camera for a tax write-off or to flex on some niggas to say, I gave away more money than you make in a year. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. No, that shit don't work with me, man. Like, I know you by, like by your works. You can't do that shit for one day. Like, that doesn't work. Like, you don't sin for the whole week. And then come to church on fucking Sunday. And then you be held to the highest standard like you the preacher. Like the preacher been smoking crack the whole fucking week, but come to church Sunday and come on, my nigga. No, I don't do that. I don't do that, man. It's by your works, consistency. Like, is that what you do all the time? Or all the time are you trying to kill another black man, put another black man down, or now go and beat up another black man and harm a black man? And in this situation, nigga just was not going for it. Nigga wasn't going for it, man. Nigga said, fuck all that shit, nigga. You coming like you really trying to fuck up a nigga because you coming over here to beat me up. That fucks my whole career. If that nigga did not get killed, Quando Rondo would have had that shit up above his head forever. And forever, he could never talk about that gangster shit no more.
Hey, to be honest, Quando didn't even want that to happen, to be honest. Like,
you know he didn't. You know he didn't. But hey,
he didn't want that to happen.
Here go the thing. Most these niggas don't want that shit to happen. Most these niggas ain't gonna kill nothing. When niggas say you ain't gonna kill nothing and you ain't gonna let nothing die, that's what they mean. You don't have that shit in you. Like, you not like that. You know what I'm saying? But and we just seen that with Quando Rondo. Like, dog. But like I said, that just makes his case a lot better because it's like he was defending himself.
Right.
And when it went down, he was like, oh shit, this shit went too far. And it's so many, and I'm gonna have to do a lot of episodes on a rap trap to break down how this shit is like, this is exactly what this is. The rap trap states that you have to have shooters around you, but then having shooters around you means that niggas might get shot. You don't want niggas to get shot. You just a fucking rapper. But this is what happens.
Want that infantry.
So that's all it is. But let's get back to this interview, man. I appreciate you calling in.
All right, good show, yep.
Love.
Okay. Communicate with his family, as you just mentioned. As a manager and someone, you know, again, while one of the reasons why you move around with artists, and especially the artists that you move around with, you probably are no stranger to some of the things that could happen.
For sure.
In a situation like that, like, how do you even proceed? How do you communicate with people who love him or otherwise? I know you had a few guys there as well, but like, how do you handle that?
Right now, as a team, our number one focus is to make sure that his immediate family is taken care of. His mom his, his sisters, his brothers. Vaughn had 2 kids, just making sure they got a trust funds, whatever income. And Vaughn wasn't signed to nobody. He just had commitment projects with Empire, so he owns all his masters. He wasn't an artist that sold his publishing, so everything belongs to him. God, which is amazing, and it's a blessing from God, because his kids and his family will be good for the rest of their life, because it's not like he got to go buy his master's back, or he got to go, he's getting a piece of publishing. He gets everything that belongs to him. Once he recoup the project commitments that he had with Empire, he's going to be a very lucrative artist.
So I'm guessing there might be more music to come later, right? If the family so wishes.
For sure. Vaughn have 9-10 videos with him, with his artists. He have 2 more projects he could drop. Vaughn was an artist that work ethic was phenomenal. So he overworked everybody in the building. So he have a lot of music. And just to clear a couple rumors, I see that some of the rumors going on that some of the family saying that his acquaintance stole.
Yeah. That they went to his house, grabbed the Louis bag.
All right. Now, y'all remember I was just talking about signing dead rappers. Do you not think that a label that knows what King Von, they know what his projects are going to do, you don't think they'll come to whoever's over it and offer some money and say, give us that music so we can put it out? And tell them that we can get it out on it'll be the biggest thing ever. We can do holograms and all this shit like this. Atlantic come to them with that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And tell the family, we got you $2 million right now. They just signed a dead rapper. I told y'all about that shit, man. Pay attention to this shit.
Is that true?
Listen, guys, that is false, guys. Let me tell you something about these guys that's with Vaughn. Not only wouldn't they take $1 from Vaughn because he provided for them to his death, those are, how regular people have friends and they have friendships? These guys are not regular friendships. For some reason, the O Block in the Chicago friendship is deeper than anything. Look, I'm amazed on how they move with each other. These are people that would give their life for each other, which you've seen 2 of them actually did. So there's no way that they would steal anything from Vaughn. And not only that, I myself made sure that the same day that Vaughn died, all 6-7 other guys that's with him just got a deal for $50,000 each. And each of them just made $5,000 in their pockets the same night. We was celebrating Bostock's birthday and his artists or his homeboys signing. So what purpose would they have? What purpose would they need to go steal when they just made $50,000? All the guys just made $50,000 that night on signing or distribution.
Yeah, I don't know if this nigga just lame or he just willfully ignorant. Nigga, $5,000? That $5,000 is only good if we have the head person here that's going to continue to move us forward. Those artists, who the fuck you talking about, ain't at a position right now to be put out on their own. And they can do numbers. Saying R.I.P. King Von ain't finna, and talking about how you gonna ride for him, ain't gonna do. It's not gonna do. You cut the head off, you just look at any situation, cut the head off and watch how people just say, fuck the other artists on the label. It's over. It's over. Now, in this situation, Dirk could pick him up, but most likely, Dirk and Vaughn have different friends that they rock with. That's why they were riding with Vaughn and not Dirk. if the shit was in the house and niggas left, if shit was in the house and niggas left with bags bigger than what they came in with, and now the shit ain't in the house, what the fuck do you think happened? That 5,000 gotta last them the rest of their life. These niggas gotta go get jobs now. They whole hopes and dreams just went out the window. Vaughn was everything.
For projects with Vaughn cosign, and that night alone, I passed out $5,000 to each individual. So there's no need for no money. And the bond that we had with the gentlemen in Vaughn, they would come to me before they have to steal. Because just like Vaughn was a provider for them, I was a provider for them. Dirk is a provider for them. So there's nobody there's nobody in that house.
The fact that you saying that you gotta provide for them says it all.
That would dare steal from Vaughn after all he have done did for them and what he's continuing to do for them even after death. That don't even make no sense. But everybody more indifferent, everybody speculating. So I can't fault the family for making assumptions, but that's not right, guys. Let's not drag the people that he stand on and the legacy he stand on, because Vaughn's legacy was his guys. That's why everybody had O-Block chains. So everybody was around him. That's why he was on O-Block every single day. We just was in the process of buying a house for his guys, cars for his guys. Literally, all this is the process of going down in the next week or so. So this is somebody who stand on the same people y'all dragging. The same people that y'all dragging on social media is the same people he would die for and would die for him. And that's the part I don't like, because you guys are spectators, and it's not a problem to be a spectator and you have your outside opinion. But when you are dragging the same people this man lived for, you're not doing Vaughn any justice. How are you really helping Vaughn by dragging the same people that he lived and died for?
See, yeah, you gotta misunderstand it. They're not trying to fucking help Vaughn. It's the internet. They're doing this because this is what makes them feel good. It's what the internet does. What, like, the fuck, man?
How? They're mourning just like y'all mourning.
Have you talked to Dirk?
I spoke to Dirk a couple times.
I could imagine Dirk's going through it. He recently deleted his Instagram. How is he doing mentally?
Dirk is a very strong individual. And Dirk been through this rodeo before. And Dirk is somebody I respect and honor, and have most love for it, like genuinely.
All right. I mean, I guess he said what happened.
He know how to move. He carry himself great. He's one of the people that if he's in the city, he's in the club, he's watching everybody, he knows. For some reason that night, I don't know why, I really can't explain, Vaughn did not move like Vaughn would move. His guys didn't know what was going on. The few people that did know what was going on wasn't too quick to react because it was a fast-paced situation, guys. I can't carry no firearm. You know what I'm saying? Security carry my firearm. Legally, I can't carry a firearm. So there's no way that the people that was in the car with him and the one person that went to get the firearm to situate him ended up getting shot by the police. So it's like, you guys got to stop making speculation going around like his guys knew what was going on and they just straight left Vaughn. Bro, these guys would die for Vaughn. To this day, I'll stand on that. Everybody that y'all trying to drag on the internet, y'all don't have half of the loyalty they have for Vaughn. Y'all probably don't have half of the loyalty they have for y'all family like they have for Vaughn. So all this going on, like they left him for dead, take off the O-Block chains, y'all don't know what happened. Like, y'all don't even know what the fuck went on that night to even say those type of things. Half of those guys didn't even know what was going on. Then the other half was in shock. Their homeboys getting killed right in front of them. Then half of us was trying to move away from getting shot from the police. And by the time Vaughn got shot, what from the footage, who could have possibly helped Vaughn from the way the incident happened and got shot? It's not like the shooter was far range. He came from the side and, bro, that was a blind shot, literally. The shooter was as close as Vaughn like this. Me, Vaughn, the shooter. it's God grace that I got shot through the leg, not anything else. Because the way he was shooting, he just shot straight for Vaughn. So you guys got to stop this, bro. Because if y'all mourning and y'all really care for Vaughn, bro, it's not about you. And I'm going to get to the bottom of this for Vaughn and his legacy's sake. Because the way, and even with the way she tweeting, if I didn't come and tell you, they could get incarcerated or they could lose their life. It's deeper than an altercation that happened. Yes, he lost his life, but losing your life is not going to bring his life back. That's the best way I can answer that.
Nah, I guess you, like, again, the internet been going really crazy with so many rumors, so many things. I'm glad you've actually spoken up, because, you know, after hearing you speak, it don't look like you're trying to, like, defend yourself. You're really saying the people, in terms of, like, the guys who he's been rocking with from O Block and the people who surrounded him, they weren't snakes. They weren't people who just ran and left them. They weren't people who weren't, they didn't stand for him like how he would stand for them. You get me? And I think that narrative is it's hurtful. It's hurtful because, you know, they're probably watching this, their family members is watching this, and also his family's watching this, maybe not knowing what to believe because they weren't there. Again, yeah, I look at what, like, Asian Doll is saying, and, you know, I think she has to chill out. She got to chill out.
Before I got on here with you, I told her chill out on the phone, and I told her, hey, bro, it's not about you, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of this for Vaughn and his legacy's sake, because the way, and even with the way she tweeting, if I didn't come and tell you that she's talking to Vaughn through the spiritual realm, you guys wouldn't even know that. Y'all would think Vaughn literally called her and told her this.
Yeah, we would think that he was probably on his deathbed in the hospital telling her that, like, all these guys are fake and they pretty much set me up. You know what I mean? Like that's how it was sounding. Wow. Any information about, I know it's super early, but still, arrangements for maybe a homegoing service? Any way fans could pay their respects? Any way people could continue the legacy, and also just mourn together as a collective, because a lot of people liked him, whether they were fans, friends, like family, whoever.
Right now, myself and my team are reaching out to his mom, and all those things are getting processed. And when we do have more information, we'll definitely give it to the public, so his fans and his supporters and anyone who genuinely loved them could come and show their respect, and we can mourn together. And guys, just on the final stage, so I'm not mad that the world is hurting, because we lost someone dearly. And you guys, and I don't know how impacted Vaughn, I don't know how impactful Vaughn was to certain individuals. And you guys could mourn, the family's mourning, we're mourning. I mean, I myself, not only mourning, been shot, going through all type of legal situations, just trying to figure it out. But I just want you guys to have the compassion to understand. This is the whole point of me calling you back. There's plenty of times I could have called back on other speculations. The only reason why I'm here, guys, is to let you guys know the way you guys are dragging the same people he lived and died with is not helping Vaughn. It's not paying tributes to Vaughn. If anything, if you guys are disrespecting the same guys he lived and stood and died for, how are you really mourning for him? How are you really bettering him going forward? How? Especially on a 3-4 second video camera angle. Come on, guys, let's do better than that, because these guys are literally hurting right now. They just lost someone past a brother. They just lost a provider. They just lost someone who was changing their whole life. You got to remember, Dirk changed Vaughn's life. Vaughn was in the process of changing their life. And it's not gonna stop. I know for a fact I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep this shit going. It's Get Back Game forever. And the same guys you guys are dragging, I rather you guys come and support. Because at the end of the day, these are the guys that's gonna keep his legacy going. Not Asian dog, nice family, not to be rude. It's the same guys that have those O-block pieces on their neck. It's the same guys that was in the trenches with him. The same guys that was there when he was locked up. The same guys that was here at every show.
All right. That was a lot. That was a lot to watch. So now we know. I want to know, can we get some understanding on what the other guys' names was? What's the names of the other guys that was killed? What was the name of the other guys that was killed? Real talk. Big Fat Podcast, who there?
Oh, this Aaron Price.
Who that?
Aaron Price.
Oh, Aaron Price. My twin. What the word is? Tell me something. What you know, man?
Hey, now, all I was gonna say is watching the interview. All I can say is the reason why he did the interview is to keep King Von name up and keep that whole group that he got going, the new artists he just signed. So he trying to keep that name strong so he can promote the new artists act coming out.
Damn.
Because if their name is diminished, that means that he ain't making no money.
Ooh.
So the reason why he talking like, hey, y'all need to support them, and they didn't do that, they didn't do this, and that, is because, hey, he tried that money involved, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I seen on that. The next thing I seen, the reason why they was giving Rondo so much credit and saying King Von initiate, I think they want that dude free, purpose deliberately, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Shout out to that boy Ranville King. Ranville King said 100. I appreciate that, Ram. I appreciate it. We here late night on the weekday. Eddie Gates said reemphasized is the word I think you was looking for. I like reemphasized. I like it more because you definitely show love on it. So I appreciate that love, big home. Eddie Gates, re-emphasize. Let's use re-emphasize for Eddie. Turn up, Eddie. But here it is, man. That is a very heavy thing that you just said. And I don't know why. I guess because I'm tired and shit like that. You know, I've been, up and shit like that. But, dog, that makes perfect sense. Like, if your artist is being torn down, you're not making no more fucking money.
Yeah. So that's why he really. When you listen to the interview, especially towards the end, what you just got finished playing, saying like they not like that.
Yeah.
Like they good people, And then he's saying King Von, see what he did, but he blessed them so they wouldn't dare portray him. You see, he focusing on the people that he's trying to promote.
Real talk. Like the motherfuckers that. Because he can still make money off of Vaughn, but he's looking at other money.
Yeah, that brain got to be strong.
Yeah.
If that brain gets destroyed, old dude just lost money.
Real talk.
Just 5 people, so it's about the money. And then old dude not dumb. I refuse to believe somebody just, how he talking is like, how dude talking is like he one of those con people. Like he one of those smart niggas out the streets that can articulate himself. He's not that dumb. He's not that dumb. Dude is smart.
Yeah.
Dude is smart.
Yeah. He definitely got some sense with him. He wasn't lost for words. Not one time. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely know what's going on. But like I said, I think this situation is as we look at it, it got all the makings of a disaster. Overly gangster music, drugs, and you gotta have a nothing ass bitch somewhere right there in the middle. And for some reason, when a nothing ass bitch talk on the internet, boy, everybody listen. Everybody listen.
Most definitely.
Motherfuckers ain't got no issue listening to a nothing ass bitch, boy.
Hey, and I ain't gonna lie, I remember one video I seen, the video you was doing with the female said it doesn't matter if she have evidence. You know, it was like, oh man.
Ooh, what don't remind me about that shit, boy. That was that Meg Thee Stallion shit.
Yeah. It's a done deal.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. But Aaron, I appreciate you calling in, big home.
Ain't no problem, man. Stay on.
I got you. But yeah, as we look at this shit, it's open and shut. I got a couple of episodes of the Rap Trap I gotta do on this shit. About Quando Rondo homeboy and how your homeboys will put you in situations you don't want to be in. I think Vaughn put Dirk in situations he didn't want to be in. You know, and that's how this shit go. That's how this shit is gonna go. Big Face Podcast, who this?
What's up, man? It's D, man.
Okay, what up, D?
What's up, man? Hey, I just wanted to say this real quick, man. Just a quick point I had for everybody to remember who in the streets and stuff like that. Remember that the white man at every turn has profited off this plight, the same plight that all the rappers go through. At every turn, the white man profiting 3, 4, 5 times. Because think about it. They beefing over a neighborhood. They mama's paying rent. Who you think own the neighborhood?
Real talk.
Then you make gangster music. Who own the record label? Right? So they profited off that whole time. Knowing they only picked you because they know you ain't got no that. They know eventually you gonna fumble.
Exactly.
Then we get to this point. Now you dead. Now look at how many times they profited. Okay, they not profited twice. You die. Now the sales skyrocket. They gonna make millions. You know what I'm saying? Vaughn, FBG Duck, you can look at any of them who died. Sales skyrocket, right?
Yep.
Then, not only that, buddy here the buddy who shot him, the other end of the spectrum, because we all know that if you're in the street, either you're gonna be in the grave or in prison. So buddy who shot him, let's assume, because this case it might be self-defense, let's assume he don't go to jail. But how much is young boy gonna have to spend in lawyer fees? And who you think who the lawyer gonna be? Another white man. I think he profited 3 times. That's the homeboy. The lawyer is the homeboy of the cat that owned all the neighborhood and the music producers. I mean the record label owners. That's his homeboy. That's the lawyer. They be playing golf. You know what I'm saying? But okay, we can see over here the judge. They the homeboy too. So now they done profited 3 times. Then you might spend all that money and still lose, or if you not NBA Youngboy, because y'all listening, y'all ain't NBA Youngboy, so if you in the street, you probably just gonna end up locked up. Now you locked up, making license plates for like 50 cents a day. Now they done profited again off you, so just keep that in mind. At every opportunity, it's 4, 5, 6 layers how they got it set up. It's set up for you to fail, and not only are you gonna fail, but you also they gonna make money. And not to forget the last layer, the most important one, another black man got killed and they didn't have to do it.
And that's crazy that how you just broke that down. because I'm thinking as you're talking about those jobs, you know, the job of the judge, the job of the lawyer, the job of the real estate developer, um, you know, the job of the person who makes the private prisons, um, just everybody in that situation, like those are jobs that they keep them in majority, as a majority, and you right. It's like, and once again, it's America hasn't changed much since slavery. And I've said this before. It's all about making money off the back of black men and black women. Just the black plight, the pain, monetizing black pain. It's big business. Monetizing black ignorance. It's big business.
Yep.
And it's like, if you want a job that's going to pay this, and this is crazy. If you want a job that's gonna pay and you don't gotta worry about job security, get a job that has to do with black pain. And you'll be in it for as long as America is up and running, because America is a business no different than fucking Ruby Tuesdays or McDonald's. For as long as America is open for business, you will have a job as long as you're somewhere where black pain is monetized. So that's it. That's heavy, man. I appreciate that call, man. That's real shit. What's your name on the Patreon?
B-Man from Atlanta. I'm a delusion on the Patreon, I think, but my name B-Man.
Okay, we'll do it. Let's do it, man. I got you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we get to the same point after every show. Another situation where we see why the three S's are important. Sobriety is what made him act irrationally. Solitude. Had him at the point where we're going to this club for no fucking reason. There's no money at this club. You just want to be around some fucking people. And celibacy. That bitch Asian doll, after you die, to make this shit even worse. As you're burning in hell, you got even more turmoil and pain, because your name is being thrown out there in a way that you don't want it to be. You can't even burn in hell in peace. And let's not get it fucked up. If you live this life, this street life, whatever religion you believe in, you're not gonna be rewarded for it. So as motherfuckers are saying, oh yeah, I know he in a better place. No, he not. No, he not. I look at motherfuckers, man. I look at their situation, and because being honest with y'all, man. It get hard. It really does get hard. At times, it is hard to it's hard to stay bound to the three S's. Because, you know, it's them clubs and shit like that. It's not, you know, it's not even just the clubs. You can, like, you on Instagram, and then you got these hoes on this bitch just fat ass, soft fat ass, and it just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you start getting them thoughts. And that's why, look, I've told people, I've told people that because that celibacy shit, that shit is heavy now. It's heavy because you're most likely gonna find the thing that destroys you on your path to pussy. You're gonna be on your way trying to go get some pussy, whether it's you going out on a date with a bitch, whether you are on the way to the hoe, or whether you trying to buy some new clothes to impress the hoe. Whatever it is, the reason why you're gonna be there is because you're trying to fuck the bitch. Because you're not gonna do it right. You're not gonna do it right. And here it is. The thing is this. It's not going to be easy to follow the 3 S's at all times. But when you see the end result every time for doing otherwise, is this shit right here. Dead black man going to prison, maybe. But either way, he's in jail now. And I don't know how many of y'all done been to jail before. But like that, you know, at times, I go and visit Metro. I go visit Metro. I go ride by there and I get out the car. And I'll walk in there and just randomly donate $10 to somebody's fucking, you know what I'm saying, books or some shit like that. Just so I can get inside there and smell that smell. And that shit can snap me back. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, like I said, it's not gonna be like, well, I'm 3 S's, I wanna be just, nah, like I come from, you know what I'm saying, like really being, let me show y'all. Like, I come from that place. Like, well, shit is fun as fuck. Like the fun place. You know, I don't like to talk. We can show. This is where I come from. God damn. I wonder if I can zoom in. So that's the rap shit. That's why I was young and impressionable. That's me and KOA. That's Ayo the Hooper right there. You can see Brim D in the back. But this was me. The type of nigga I am. I had to take some of the pictures out because my daughters come out here now. And I don't want to have that talk yet. But that was that life right there. It ain't just easy just to pass up and just give up like that. It ain't really something that you give up. Cause it's fun as fuck. It's fun. But I had to learn that this is why I tell my brother now, that all of them hoes, they're demons. Whether they know it or not, they're demons that are put there to distract you from your goal. If a nigga tell you it's effortless, if they told you that it's effortless to juggle hoes, they're a fucking liar. They're a fucking liar. You have to get all of them want the same thing, and just motherfuckers wanting you. That shit can become taxing. It can become taxing. So you never get anything done. You never get anything done. Who hugging a white bitch? Who hugging a white bitch? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. That wasn't no white girl. And I want y'all to remember, this is just regular shit at the club. These is hoes that I don't know until I get to the club. This is a black girl. That's a black girl. I would never take no goddamn picture with no white bitch. I would never. Yeah, no. Shit, no. Like I told y'all, I ain't got nothing against them. I ain't got nothing against them, but it's just, that's danger for me. That's danger, danger, danger. I don't know nothing about that. Lord. Yeah. Hold on to me. Nah, I think in that in that picture I hadn't ascended to the MDMA yet. Yeah, I was still fucking with the pills and shit, but the tabs and shit. But oh, his autopsy. Let's look at the autopsy. Let's look at the autopsy. King Von autopsy. Where's the picture at? Oh shit. I think they flagging you if you do it. They flagging you down, so I can't even show y'all if I see it. And the only reason I look at it is so that y'all can see it. You know where they probably got it at though? You know what I done found out? Pornhub, it's a lot of shit on Pornhub. Oh, this say King Von and Asian dog fucking. Yeah, Zen Ray, you late.
Them when that men hit them teeth, them big ass teeth. Them when that men hit them teeth, them big ass teeth.
That motherfucker ain't fucking, man. But yeah, following 3S's is not gonna be it's not gonna be easy. But and when that dude said Karen Civil, when he said Karen Civil, or did he say Karen Civil? Anytime I hear that name, I think of Karen Stephens. This nigga said I got to pick. No. Here it is. You can't be a demon. A demon can get inside of you. The caller said, Innovator J said Karen Civil. And I think of Karen Civil. I think of Karen Stephens every time I hear that name. But it's not going to be easy to do the 3S's. But what I look at when I look at that life, I had to go through that so I know the shit I know. But I don't have shit from that life on that wall. I have experience. I got knowledge of how to do shit, whatever like that. But all the hoes were the same. This is what I want to get to you. Every bitch is the same bitch. When you meet a bitch, when you meet a woman, you'll know, because she won't be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can only talk to a bitch until you fuck her. Once you fuck her, there's nothing to, then she start, sounding like a fucking 13-year-old. You know what I'm saying? She start acting, like stupid and shit. And then you got like the bitch that you was so ready to fuck, you gotta hide from her. Then she start popping up and shit like that. It's crazy. It's, you know what I'm saying? So the thing is, when it come down to it, do not be envious of the wicked. Stay on your grind. Stay on your move. Don't let those outside things deter you and distract you, because you will be distracted with that bullshit. Not following the 3S's, you're not going to reach your goal. Period, point blank. That's it. That's all. That's it. If you good with where you at right now in life, my nigga, do your thing. If you don't want to grow and get to another level, then rock out. But I know since I followed the 3S's, I don't have to tell you. Y'all know. We say it every damn live. You know what I'm saying? You know where I came from to what I have now. And it was all because all that focus that I used on finding somebody who got the tabs, or you know what I'm saying, fucking with this hoe, and she calling this, I gotta block her call, and try to find who gotta come back to Daphne because the old man over here got the fucking perks or some shit like that, or he the only one that got something. I gotta, you know what I'm saying, like that's your whole focus, and trying to fuck the new bitch and get the new bitch, and then the other hoe trying to come over, and this bitch, now they done pulled up at the same time, and it's like, I told you not to come over, and all this other shit, and all this other shit, man, and then just going to the club and putting your life in danger, or just being up here at the stove. Those things were my life. That was my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this is. I don't know what side it's on, but on one of these sides, that's what the fuck it was. Sex, drugs, and money. Like, that's what the fuck it was. Every day was a party. But I never got nothing done. I never accomplished anything. Then I had to sit down and I went to work and I focused on that work and I was consistent at that work. And little by little, I started getting my life back, and then it got to the point where I got more than I ever had, then more and more than and it just kept going. So this theory, this 3S theory, it's a fucking lifestyle because like it won't fail. It cannot fail. If you are a productive person, if you have something that you can produce, if you have a skill, if you have an idea, whether you draw pictures, make TVs, or fucking cut grass, it wouldn't matter. As soon as you focus on that and only that, that's going to be the point. It's not going to happen in the first year neither. Big Face Podcast, who this?
What up, Big Holmes? This is Booker calling from PG, Maryland, man.
Okay, speak to me, Big Home.
Man, look, first of all, let me say this real quick, man. I've been on the team since I seen the birth of the men too, and I seen the birth of Consaco Rap School and the Rap Tribe.
Turn up, my nigga. Turn up. Okay. You been here a while.
Yeah, I've been in rooms with all my niggas, man, my real tight circle of niggas, man, and had the Rap Tribe on. When it first started, and niggas was like, man, cuz he talking some real shit. But see, you was hitting on some metaphysical shit, you know what I'm saying, beyond just the rap shit to a point that niggas weren't really ready for it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's in 2018.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's 2020. So now all the shit you've been saying, you know what I'm saying? And so now niggas still see you posting your stuff. They still see certain shit. And now they paying more attention.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't really rush the process. Because even in the beginning, I didn't do the 3 S's. You know what I'm saying? But I always wanted to. But I had too many bitches in at the time. I was moving too good. My money was too good at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once I start getting stuff in order, now I've been doing it for the past year, and like I love how you was just talking about that, because I want to interject in the middle of that. Yeah, it's not really that easy either, but it ain't about easy. It's just about life or death. You know what I'm saying? Certain people ain't had fathers and instruction at home, so when you get that discipline, that's kind of like giving yourself that discipline that's going to determine, you know what I'm saying, if you can hold back in a life or death situation.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
It seems like it's just about sex or celibacy. Nah. It's about discipline, being in control.
Yep.
You know
Exactly.
We gotta be in control as men. We running shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know what type of man you are. I mean, I know what type of man you are, but I'm just saying. You know,
Yeah, I know what
yeah, my man. I'm like, dog, you want to be running shit. I'm not bending over for nobody.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? I'm running the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I just wanted to jump in there, man. You doing your thing, Big Holmes, and I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate that love, my nigga, and I always love when people hit me up and say that the 3 S's work for them, man, because that's the blessing. I was just talking to somebody earlier saying that, I was talking to DJ actually, saying that when I was going through what I was going through, of course, I didn't understand why I was going through it. But then coming out of it and now being able to speak and hear people say that's what got me through, especially with this pill epidemic being at its height at this point, and us in the black community feeling the pressure from the pill epidemic.
Right.
I'm glad that I can raise my hand and say that was me. That's where I was at. You know what I'm saying? And it is a way to beat it. So I appreciate that, my nigga. What's your name on the Patreon?
Michelle Booker, man. B-O-O-K, just Booker.
I got you. It's going to work. I appreciate that love, big home.
Yes, sir, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
Let's do it. But that's all it is. It's on you. Like, if you good being a worker, going to work, clocking in, hating the job, standing on your feet, all that good shit, and that's the thing is, you can do that for 5 years, grinding on your own business, to open up your own restaurant, to open up your own art exhibit. You can work at that job for 10 fucking years, as long as you do have a out. This isn't your life. This is just right now. This is a temporary thing. You got your plan together. And when you have your plan together, you don't have no time for playing. When I came out, I like to say I was 27. Dead broke, mama paying, all that good shit, whatever. But it's like the biggest thing is I'm 27, 28 years old, and my mama is paying my cell phone bill. Like, and you know, when you're a street nigga, your folks are gonna say, "Oh yeah, you doing good." When you can have a job at Little Caesars and you work there for 2 months, they say, "Oh, you doing good? Yeah, you doing good. He out here working and stuff like that. Yeah, got him a good job." Now, well, he got him a job. Ain't gonna say a good job. Yeah, you out there working at Little Caesars. We got plenty of peace over here. Yeah, yeah. It's like that nigga who had all that potential is now a grown man working at fucking where? But the family gotta say, "Oh, that's good," because they seen the depths that he failed to. Fuck that potential shit. That been out the window. Now we're just talking about him being alive and fucking not in prison. And that's enough. And that just wasn't my fucking, that wasn't my life. And as soon as I got that shit out to where I didn't have to have pills every day, I physically didn't have to have pills every day, then that's when my life started. That's when I was reborn and I started this right here. And obviously, yes, those people laughed at me because I was 30 years old walking up and down the road. Maybe my timeline is off. Maybe I was 28. Whatever, it was 2017. 2017, I got that mixed up. But they laughed because they were working at the city or working at whatever fucking job and they had cars. I remember just being so, you know, I'm a dreamer, and so I like all these cars driving up and down the road, or you look in a parking lot and it's all them cars. Why can't I just have one of them? I just want one car. Fucked up, man. Fucked up. Like this. And that's how that shit left me. For as live as I will, every time I'm in the club, there's multiple bitches. Let me take a picture, and you know, that's when I take my shirt off and shit. Like, I'm just turned the fuck up. These hoes just wanna, you know what I'm saying? I'm that nigga. Don't have no money in that fucking picture right there. Like, I know the pants was probably from, I'm sure the shirt and shit was from Walmart. Had a fishing hat from wherever the fuck I might have found it. It was just my aura, you know what I'm saying? And I could talk good. And it's that confidence. But from all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga was looking out the window in the car with my mother, looking in the car lot and asked like this, like, all I need is one car. You know what I'm saying? Like Nas said, all I need is one mic. All I need is one car. That's where it left me. It didn't amount to anything. So now I come and say that celibacy and sobriety, the two things that you have the most fun with in your life right now. You have fun fucking, and you have fun getting drunk, getting high, hitting the bag, popping the pill, smoking a blunt, shooting the heroin, smoking meth, whatever the fuck you do. You have fun doing that shit. Because it's artificial happiness. Because you don't have any real happiness anymore. When's the last time you laughed while sober? The last time that you laughed while being sober. But I can't even say that, because sober to some nigga is when you wake up. You know what I'm saying? Before you start, like, you wake up on the way to getting the blunts or whatever the fuck like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about 24 hours you haven't had what it is you do every day. When the last time you laughed? You haven't, because it's not a laughing matter if you went 24 hours without your drug of choice. You got a problem. You got a problem and you need help. And if you didn't need help, then you would have been stopped doing that shit. You would have been stopped. You would have been stopped. But you haven't. They made these things so that you could get addicted. You're not weak because you got addicted. That's what was supposed to happen. It's no different than you taking cough medicine and it taking away your cough. That's what they made it for. That's what's going to happen. You have to say, I need to do something else. Meaning, I need to go get some help. I need to ask somebody, hey, first place I tell a motherfucker to go is go to the hospital. Fuck that doctor shit, like all that other shit. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. That making an appointment and all that bullshit. Go right into the emergency room and tell them exactly what's wrong with you. And go see that doctor. And let the doors be open. But you need, ain't no looking online and no shit like that. You need to go talk to a doctor and tell them, and you need to say it out your mouth. You need to say it. I have a problem with pills. I'm addicted to opiates. I'm addicted to crack cocaine. I'm addicted to cocaine. I'm addicted to spice. I'm addicted to weed, and I'm sweating. I'm shitting everywhere. Whatever withdrawal symptoms you have, and say it audibly, so it can be heard, so that you can hear it and you know that you said it out loud, and that's gonna be the first step. But until you do that, you're cursed to repeat today, tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day. What you did today is going to happen for the rest of your life, or until you say that. And that's it. You have a problem. And it's not the end of the world. You can fix this problem if you admit that it's a problem. Or you can keep doing what you've been doing. Keep doing what you did today. How was your day today? Do you feel like you're where you're supposed to be today? Did you meet your potential today? It is what it is. It's on you. It's not for everybody. Not everybody is supposed to be a somebody. Some people are supposed to fall by the wayside. They're supposed to be there homeless, so that you can see a living example of what happens when you don't do anything, or you wait till it's too late. You have a problem. I'm talking to you. You have a problem. You're not going to be able to fix it the way you've been trying to. Follow the 3 S's and get to work. Appreciate everybody for coming out. Appreciate everybody who donated. I appreciate everybody who continues to donate throughout the week and shit like that. That's love. That's what keeps us going. Let's continue to work, y'all. You decide what you're going to do tomorrow, or repeat today again. It's a legal swirl.